North Carolina.
Pretty clear hold right there, and Peters kind of throwing off one foot, just underthrows this one. Emmanuel Brown swooping in, nearly lost the handle right here, able to re-secure the football. Nice blocking by the Demons downfield, and into the end zone for 6 is Emmanuel Brown.
I'm always impressed how quickly defensive players can become offensive players.
Well, you know, a lot of these guys probably played a little bit of offense in high school. It happens a lot where you're playing both sides of the football.
So the extra point is good from Reed Honstein. And Northwestern State with a big play on offense and now a big play on defense. 37-yard pick 6. And NSU leads this one 14-7. So I would say, Moody, a pretty good start to the Blaine McCorkle era here at home.
Yeah, you know, Patrick, I was just sitting here thinking it just feels a little bit different watching this football team play right now. I mean, the fast start out of the gate, the big touchdown pass down the field, that was one thing Northwestern State really struggled with a lot last year was their slow starts. They were penalized a lot last year. They only had 3 penalties against them last week, only 1 penalty against them so far today. It just feels a little bit different out here right now for the Northwestern State Demons.
So a big play offensively and a big play defensively for NSU. Cameron Peters now with a touchdown and a pick. Would have come back on a hold regardless. Honstein, deeper kick this time. Fielded at the 10-yard line. Right up the numbers and rolled around and dropped there. Nothing doing. Nevon Cooper, who I believe we thought his jersey said 8, but it's rolled up. It's actually 9.
That would make sense.
So Nevon Cooper is who returned that. Although he's listed as a wide receiver and 8 was on defense, so I don't know. We'll
just hold the L for right now.
We need some unsolved mysteries on this thing.
The first 48.
Little pistol set. Try to go to the weak side. That's Lamaje McDowell, who will get a couple. Northwestern State, new defensive coordinator Matt Connor came over from Belhaven with Blaine McCorkle running a 3-3 stack. Demons ran a 3-3 stack under their old defensive coordinator Mike Lucas several years ago. A very versatile defense, but can have an issue with power on the opposite team. Kamarian Ivey will make the stop there, the redshirt freshman from Homer. And when you say Homer, you think Pelicans, but he's actually from Haynesville, which is the bitter rival.
That's very interesting to hear. Yeah, Homer and Haynesville, one of the best rivalries in the entire state of Louisiana.
Absolutely.
One of the oldest rivalries. And, yeah, it's actually interesting to hear.
So 3rd and long, looks like another offsides on NSU. Free play. Pass a little bit high, intended for Trajan Spiller. But it looked like Cam George got off the line a little too fast. George, the junior transfer from Louisiana Lafayette. I think he was already lined up offsides, and then he jumped.
Well, he was clearly offsides right there. And Prairie View A&M taking the 5 yards.
It's that or 4th and long.
Yep.
So 3rd down, a little shorter now for the Panthers. So far, the Panthers 1 for 2 on 3rd downs. They'll go with a tight pistol formation. Going to try to get outside and finds the first down. That was McDowell again, the graduate transfer from Gastonia, North Carolina, by way of Campbell University. Moody, quick quiz. The mascot for Campbell University is?
A can of soup.
Well,
not Campbell's.
The Camels.
Oh, that would make sense.
The Campbell
well. Yeah,
Camels.
That's awesome.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Another play action. Looking deep down the sideline. Little miscommunication defensively for NSU. And that is a big play to Shamar Savage, the first time we've called his name. And it looked like Emmanuel Brown thought it was zone and there would be a safety over the top, and there was not.
Yeah, no help over the top right there for the Demons. And Shamar Savage, the top receiver for this Panthers offense, able to get free. Ball was a little bit underthrown. Savage comes back and makes a play on it. This is a guy that the Panthers are very, very high on. He makes a great play right there.
Demons with extra guys on the field trying to run folks on late. And this should be an illegal participation penalty against Northwestern State.
Substitution infraction, 12 players in formation, defense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
As we get ready to tick under 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Prairie View moving down the field. Demons picking up their second penalty in the first quarter. Again, they had just 3 the entire game against Tulsa.
I believe that may be their third. They also had the pass interference earlier in the game on Emmanuel Brown.
Yes, that is their third penalty, just updated. So 1st and 5, little end around, and that is a big play in the backfield multiple times. Ultimately coming up, Christian Williams, the free safety, makes the stop. They tried to go with the end around to the big receiver, Shamar Savage.
Yeah, but let's take a look at this. Ivory right off the line, unblocked, nearly had a huge tackle for loss, but the rest of the Demons able to come up and make the stop. Big loss on first down for the Panthers.
Yeah, Cadillac Roan and Cam Hardy both flying in there to help make the stop after Camarion Ivory missed it initially. So it goes from 1st and 5 to 2nd and 10. Going to throw the corner pattern, back of the end zone. That one broken up. Terrific coverage on the back end. Cam Hardy, excuse me, that was actually Era Rawls who was on the coverage.
Trajan Spiller had a double move here, and a good job to stick with him and break that pass up on the back end.
So the Demons will sub out the big man inside, Johnny Mitchell. And they'll go a little smaller up front. Now another late substitution coming in. Danny Sears and Camarion Ivory, both coming in late. Peters under pressure. Going to try to escape and does. Can he get the first down? He cannot. Era Rawls coming up to make the stop. The junior from Waco, Texas. One of the few guys who has seen action for this Northwestern State team that is playing. So they'll mark the ball at the 17-yard line, which should make this around a 34-yarder. We'll see officially where they put it down, and it will be a 34-yard attempt for Guillermo Garcia Rodriguez, who was 3 for 3 with a 54-yarder last week.
By the way, I don't think you could have a better name if you're a kicker. I mean, I absolutely love that name.
So from the right hash, from 34 for Guillermo Garcia Rodriguez. That has plenty of leg, and it is good. So Prairie View A&M takes the ball down the field, gets it to Shamar Savage for the first time, the big wide receiver on a big gainer. And that leads to a field goal for Prairie View A&M to cut this to a 14-10 margin. Prairie View A&M coming in under the tutelage of Bubba McDowell, and that might be a name that a lot of people around here may be familiar with. Any of you old Houston Oilers fans may know Bubba McDowell. McDowell, who played for the Miami Hurricanes back in the 80s, and Moody, that's when they were bad boys.
That's when they were Miami, yeah.
Then played 6 years for the Oilers, where he had 17 career interceptions.
Man, those Miami teams, I mean, they're all-timers. They were a lot of fun in a lot of ways.
The McDowell, who now in his third year has had one Southland Conference West championship under his belt. He's also been with the program for a while, and Miles Kit Denton's going to bring it out from the end zone and going to get submarined just outside the 5-yard line. Braylon Monroe, or just outside the 10, I should say. Braylon Monroe, the senior from Mesquite, Texas, comes up to make the stop.
Yeah, Kit Denton, about 2 yards deep, decided to take that one out, and that's one that he's going to regret, as the Demons will now have the football just outside of the 10.
That's one of those, if you're going to bring it out, you better know that you're going to make a big play.
You better make that man miss if you're bringing it out. Unfortunately for the Demons, not able to do it. Now they're going to start, about the 10.5-yard line.
So JT Fayard, who's not gone the distance at quarterback, but has been the only one to throw a pass. Chance Newman has come in and run it. And now we're going to have a delay of game. And that will drive a coach absolutely bonkers. A delay of game coming off of a kickoff.
Yes. Yeah, and especially a kickoff that you probably shouldn't have, should have kneeled on to begin with. Now you have the penalty to kind of compound things. A couple of errors right there by Northwestern State. Now they're backed up all the way to about the 5.5.
And at least right now you're against the wind. A little more wind than we expected tonight. Handoff right over right guard. Couple of yards there. Not much doing for Ray McNeely Harris.
Northwestern State so far just 16 rushing yards on 5 attempts. Demons unable to get much going on the ground at this point.
And one of those was a 10-yard run by Chance Newman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been stopped at the line quite a few times.
A little offset eye. How about a little counter play here? Some old school run game for Northwestern State. And some late pushing and shoving after the fact as Kenneth Lacey on the carry there gets the penalty yardage back, and Northwestern State, I believe, will be content to take this to the end of the quarter. If nothing else, you at least will be able to punt with the wind if you can't pick up a first down here, as the wind is more substantial than we expected, blowing north to south. That is against the Demons, but when they flip the field, they will have the wind with them. A lot of fun in quarter number one. Big plays for both teams, and a pick six for the homestanding Demons.
For a limited time, Subway just dropped the price of every footlong in the app to $6.99. Wait, Subway did what? $6.99? That can't be right. Yep, says right here, $6.99 for any footlong. So that means $6.99 will get me a hot and toasty Outlaw, or a Subway Club, or a Hot Shot Italiano, or
literally any sub on the menu.
My bad. Don't miss out on this deal. Get any footlong for just $6.99 in the Subway app. Order now before it's too late.
See that? That's like the gap in my health insurance.
Gap in your health insurance?
It didn't cover everything when I got hurt. Good thing I had Aflac. The cash I got from Aflac helped pay for medical expenses, groceries, rent. Really helped close that gap.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Find an agent, get a quote at Aflac.com.
Wish we had Aflac on our team. You can.
I knew I was underwater. I just didn't realize I was this underwater.
If you're stressed about your paper, just get Grammarly. It's free.
I don't need better grammar. I need an A on this essay.
Grammarly can help with that. Just highlight your topic and it'll make an outline.
Nice. Hey, I think that's it.
Welcome to the other side.
Download Grammarly for free.
Healthcare.gov is here for you when life happens. If you lost your health coverage because of turning 26, going off Medicaid, leaving your job, or moving, you could be eligible to enroll in new coverage now. And if you need to update your coverage because of marriage or having a baby, you could also be eligible. But don't wait. There's a limited time to enroll. Check your eligibility at healthcare.gov today. Life happens. Get covered.
Hey,
Hey, with Priceline VIP Family, you can unlock deals 5 times faster. You don't even have to be an actual family.
Oh, I'd be the dad.
I'm the dad.
Hey, physically, it's clear that I'm the dad.
Okay, so which dad is paying?
You're the dad.
Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Hungry Root is here, and I needed it because my fridge is super empty.
3 p.m. to 7 p.m., it is crunch time for our family.
Honestly, I barely have time to wash my hair, let alone meal prep.
Hungry Root allows me to get everything that I need.
It's so easy to just whip together a quick, healthy meal.
Hungry Root has been a huge game changer.
Head to hungryroot.com for healthy groceries and simple recipes. Plus, get free veggies for lunch.
Bubba McDowell, the head coach of the Prairie View A&M Panthers, and as you see there, a lot of Houston Oilers that have made their way to the ranks of the HBCUs. Chris Dishman at Texas Southern, Eddie Robinson Jr., and also Eddie George, the former tailback. And interestingly enough, 3 of those guys that are now head coaches in the HBCU ranks are actually former teammates. They all played together for a couple of years as well. So they tried to go over the middle, looking for Twan Hines. The pass incomplete, broken up, and the Demons will be forced to punt. However, they will punt with the wind. So Honstein, who punted twice for a 34-yard average, standing with his feet on the goal line. The proverbial shadow of your own goalpost. This one a lot deeper. Ends up being downed just across the 50-yard line. So a much better punt there for Honstein. And it's funny, I was mentioning the shadow of their own goalpost. We're going to talk about this later. New lights here at Turpin Stadium. It will be as bright as we've ever seen it in this building. And it does actually create a shadow from the goalpost. There you see some of the new lights. They will eventually, we'll have some light effects going on, some lights jumping to music, that sort of thing. They're still working to incorporate all of that.
Well, you got to give Northwestern State a lot of credit for what they're doing to their facilities across the board. Baseball, softball fields getting revamped right now. I mean, there's a lot of good things going on here with these facilities at NSU.
Little hesitation move, and eventually a gain of about a yard for Connor Wisham. Yeah, new lights here, new lights at Prather Coliseum a couple of years ago. So a lot of improvements going on. Matter of fact, saw Northwestern State Athletic Director Kevin Bastian out putting mulch in the flower beds a couple of days ago. Another run up the middle. Flag is down. The head linesman throwing that flag, which looks like it might be some sort of either a lineup offside or an offensive alignment.
Formation, offense, more than 4 players in the backfield, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
So it was an offensive alignment. So back up the Panthers. Take a look at the alignment there. Yeah, you see both receivers were lined up in the backfield. No one was on the line of scrimmage at the bottom of your screen. And that was why the alignment was called. Not quite the tackle not aligned with the center, which we saw a lot of on Thursday and Friday night in the NFL.
Yeah, they're certainly making a point of that here early on in the NFL season.
There you see the slot receiver to the bottom of your screen lined up correctly. Peters all day long against a 3-man rush. Now the pocket finally breaks down, and he will go out of bounds. That's one you probably should just throw away. If you're Peters instead, you took a loss.
The Demons only rushed 3 there. Took them a long time to finally get some pressure, and in the end,
it's what you call a coverage sack, I believe.
Coverage sack for sure. Northwestern State doing a great job downfield in coverage. And I mean, you can see this. Peters all day to throw the football, but no one open downfield as this Northwestern State secondary taking care of business.
By the way, that was a 7-man protection against 3 guys. So if you've obviously Prairie View A&M anticipating blitz, NSU not blitzing, so Prairie View only had 4 guys going out against 8 defenders. Another clean pocket, this time going up the seam. There it is again to Shamar Savage. Plus, I believe we'll have a face mask at the end. And Savage continues to be the guy for Prairie View A&M.
Yeah, this is the guy for sure. And Northwestern State looks like they tacked on at the end. We'll see what Matt Beck has to say about it.
Likely will be a half the distance added on to this.
Personal foul, face mask, number 22, defense, half the distance to the goal, automatic, first down.
That was Christian Williams. Again, another three-man rush plus a spy.
Yeah, and Shamar Savage just too quick, able to outrun the defender right there, and a great throw by Peters. Peters missed a couple of those early in the contest, but he has really settled in, and he's throwing some dimes now.
They had safety William White was up on him at the line of scrimmage. So now first and goal for the Panthers, trying to take their first lead of the ball game. Just bouncing off a tackle, and Connor Wisham goes in for the score from 5 yards out. And Prairie View has its first lead of the night.
The junior from Baton Rouge, Zachary High School, able to bounce this one out to the outside and put 6 on the board for Prairie View A&M. They're going to take the lead here. Here's another look at it. Northwestern State had a backer trying to work his way through, ran into another blocker, and that allowed Wisham to bounce it outside for the touchdown.
So Prairie View withstanding the early storm from NSU, the 71-yard touchdown pass on the first play from scrimmage. And now taking the first lead of the ball game here early in the second quarter. The extra point from Guillermo Garcia Rodriguez is through. He did not kick a single extra point last weekend. They only scored 9. They were all off of his field goals. So Prairie View A&M behind their stud wide receiver, Shamar Savage, already nearly 100 yards receiving in this game.
Bacon. Good morning, everybody. Nothing like the Jersey Mike's morning prep. The sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the bopping of the fresh lettuce.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
I've been living up here for months.
Got a package from Mr. DeVito?
Oh, my bacon sniffing horn. Oh, smell that bacon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now we're talking. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Welcome to Casati Pines at Coshada, nestled in the natural wetlands of southwest Louisiana on 65 acres of looking glass lakes, surrounded by stately pines and live oaks. It's an experience unlike any other. A challenging 18-hole par 72 championship course, 6 sets of tees, and a unique 19th tiebreaker hole. Ranked the 18th best golf course in the USA by Golf Advisor. Casati Pines at Coshada in Kinder, Louisiana. Louisiana's best bet.
Super One Foods is proud to be named the official grocery store of the Northwestern State University Demons. No matter where you gather to watch the game, we've got everything you need at Super One Foods, all at super low prices. Plus, you can order online and enjoy same-day pickup with our convenient curbside service. Talk about a game changer. Score big when you shop at Super One Foods, your official NSU Demons grocery store.
Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC in Manning, a short drive from I-49. Family owned and operated since 1987. Make Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC your holiday shopping destination for a gift that is sure to please. Come experience the Foy way and see why our customers rave about our excellent customer experience in both sales and service. We look forward to earning your business at Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC.
Last week, Shamar Savage went 6 catches, 105 yards. This week, picking up where he left off, Moody already a couple of catches for 93 yards for the big play guy for Prairie View.
Yeah, this is the guy that Coach McDowell was highlighting when we talked to him earlier this week. He said this offseason he went down to Atlanta and trained with a bunch of NFL pros, got a chance to learn from the best, and it's already showing up in his gameplay here in 2024.
Yeah, they said he's done a 180 when it comes to his mentality. And he is showing it so far. A couple of deep catches against this Northwestern State secondary. Ball will be brought out from the 5-yard line by Miles Kit Denton. Good decision that time. Got it out across the 25-yard line. So Northwestern State had a 71-yard touchdown on its first play. Since then, 12 plays for just 40 yards for the Demons.
Yeah, in total right now, Northwestern State's only run the football for 22 yards, 89 through the air for JT Fayard. Demons now trailing for the first time in the contest as well.
Keep in mind, this is a Prairie View A&M squad coming in. Gave up just under 350 yards of offense in game one. The loss against Texas Southern. Going to try to run it over the left side. Couple there. Zay Davis on the carry. Demons bringing in 2 tight ends. You see 17 and 84 right there. That's Chance Newman. A man who already, Moody, has his undergrad degree, has his graduate degree, and is now whatever postgraduate he's looking for, he's doing that now as a member of Northwestern State. He's lined up at the top of the line of scrimmage with his hand down. Really cool story. They try to toss it outside. Davis again gets a couple. This offense led by Norman Joseph, the former Northwestern State offensive coordinator back in their 1988 championship year. It is Blaine McCorkle's offense, though, that he brought over from Belhaven. McCorkle, former deep snapper, offensive line coach. This is what he wants to do, but it is a collaborative effort between he and Norman Joseph. Going to go with the counter play again. Looking for the first down. It's very close. He looks like he'll be about a yard shy. So 3 runs for Zay Davis that net 9 yards.
Decision coming up here for Northwestern State, 4th and 1.
Doesn't look like it. They're immediately getting into tush-push formation, and they'll get it.
Didn't work at the end of the game the other night for the Eagles, but it's going to work right here for Northwestern State.
You have to make sure the snap is correct first.
Hey, no Jason Kelsey will certainly make a difference when that happens for the Eagles, but right here works out for Northwestern State, and Blaine McCorkle with the first crucial decision early in the game. Demons getting that push from behind there. The fullback, number 47, able to push him across. And
yeah, Ryan Tyler coming in, and then Stevie Ballard, the left tackle, coming all the way across and going behind Fayard, who's already a big body at 6'5", 220. The redshirt freshman from Katy, Texas. We'll go pitch. Davis going to try to turn the corner, and he'll get a yard, maybe 2. Good work inside. I believe that was Kevin Davis who made the stop. The former Northwestern State Demon from Freeport, Texas. There are 3 former Demons on this Prairie View A&M squad. We mentioned Scooter Adams, the tailback, Kevin Davis, the safety, and Kwame Sarkodie, backup linebacker. Fayard will go down in the backfield. Perfectly timed blitz there. And Jalen Stanford will get the sack all the way back at the 30-yard line. So run, and then play action. And it did not fool Prairie View.
Yeah, the Panthers had the perfect call right here. Blitz coming off that left side of the defense. Stanford's going to be untouched and have a straight line to Fayard. And Fayard going to go down there.
And the problem with that hard play action, Moody, is the quarterback, Fayard, has to turn his back to the defense.
So he never sees that coming. As soon as he turns his head around, he's got a defender right in his face. Nothing Fayard can do.
So 3rd and forever, 19. Fayard going to roll right. He's going to try and push it deep, and that is through the hands of his intended receiver. Was looking for Kareem Cotton, the former quarterback. Turned wide receiver, turned quarterback, turned wide receiver. Had a chance at it.
Man, a couple throws in this game that Northwestern State has dropped that were really well thrown by Fayard. This is another. I mean, this ball right where it needs to be, maybe a little too far out there, actually. That's tough. The defender was on his hip, and in the end, it's going to be an incompletion. And 4th down coming up here for Northwestern State. They'll punt it away once again.
So Kareem Cotton, the redshirt junior from North Little Rock, Arkansas, again came in as a highly recruited quarterback. Moved to wide receiver, back to QB, and then back to wide receiver. Low driving punt. Be fair caught up around the 37-yard line. So Prairie View A&M has withstood a long pass play and a pick six. And the Panthers leading this one by 3.
For a limited time, Subway just dropped the price of every footlong in the app to $6.99. Wait, Subway did what? $6.99? That can't be right. Yep, says right here, $6.99 for any footlong. So that means $6.99 will get me a hot and toasty Outlaw, or a Subway Club, or a Hot Shot Italiano, or
literally any sub on the menu.
My bad. Don't miss out on this deal. Get any footlong for just $6.99 in the Subway app. Order now before it's too late.
You see that? That's like the gap in my health insurance.
Gap in your health insurance?
It didn't cover everything when I got hurt. Good thing I had Aflac. The cash I got from Aflac helped pay for medical expenses, groceries, rent. Really helped close that gap.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Find an agent, get a quote at Aflac.com.
Wish we had Aflac on our team. You can.
I have to finish writing this paper. I'm swamped.
Just get Grammarly. It's free.
Can it help with what I wrote last night?
Grammarly will catch all those spelling and grammar errors, and it'll help with the bigger stuff. Grammarly can also give you ideas to make your writing better. Add more background, add specific examples, focus your conclusion.
This sounds like me, but better. A less damp me. You think a less damp me could get that internship?
A less damp you can do anything. Download Grammarly for free.
If you need insurance from a change in life, like you left your job, got a husband or wife. If you turn 26, here's your folks plan too. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Check out the website for what you can do. Just remember, limited time to enroll. Healthcare.gov is here for you.
You know, Priceline helps families save up to 60% on family-friendly hotels.
So many great trips.
3-point advantage for the road team. There you see Cameron Peters. He has had a whale of a first half. 1 pick six. Obviously, you don't like that, but hey, it's a touchdown, right? I mean, it's for somebody. Sure. It's 6 of 10, 144 yards with a TD and a pick six.
Yeah, started out 1 of 3. He's completed 5 of his last 7, now up to 144 yards. Outside of that interception, though, Peters has looked very good, and he's looked very comfortable the last few possessions.
Scooter Adams will get the call around the outside. He's a guy you definitely don't want to let get loose. He can move, and when your name's Scooter,
yes,
you better be fast.
Appropriately named, because Scooter Adams can scoot. There's no doubt about that. One of the fastest players on the field right now, without question. We saw the impact that he made for the Demons the last couple of seasons, now wearing this Panthers uniform.
Gets a few there on first down. Now finally just throw it away. Couple of receivers in the same area, Shamar Savage and Jeremiah Ratliff. Peters didn't like either one of those. Well, one of the things Bubba McDowell talked to us about this week was he didn't like the decision-making of his QBs. He said Peters came in and played well early in relief of Lucas Coley, but then he made a bad read, made a bad throw, and kind of got down a little bit. They had to kind of get him back up. He's brimming with confidence in this one.
Well, I think it's also tough whenever you come into the season, you're not the starter, and you immediately get thrown into the fire. Those nerves hit you. You don't have a chance to prepare yourself for the moment, really. And I think you're seeing a much more calm and settled Peters, especially as this game has gone on.
Well, they go ahead and find Cooper. Nevon Cooper coming in with the quick slant. Picks up the first down yardage on 3rd and long.
Yeah, great throw here by Peters once again. Right on the money. And Cooper jumping out, reaching out the football for the first down.
Run again up the middle. A lot of good, tough running between the tackles for all of these backs for Prairie View A&M. We saw Wisham with a 5-yard touchdown run when it looked like he was going to lose yardage. That time Scooter Adams picks up 6.
Yeah, nice run there by Scooter. Good vision, kind of working his way through traffic and then extending a little bit there at the end for some extra yards.
And you wonder what the feelings are, right? I mean, Scooter Adams was at NSU for a number of years. Even dealt with an injury while he was here. A little miscommunication, but wide open out in the flat as Jeremiah Ratliff bails out his QB, Cameron Peters. as Peters went to fake to no one. Back went the other way.
A little miscommunication there in the backfield, but didn't affect the play in the end as Ratliff was able to bring that one down for the first down. Here's another look at it. Going the complete opposite direction, just holding the football out there for show. But in the end, Ratliff comes away with the first down. And this Prairie View A&M offense seems to be finding its rhythm, Patrick.
Getting close to 200 yards of offense here in the first half. Demons blitz. Peters moves off his spot. Going to try to stay behind the line and throw to the sideline. That one's incomplete. Knocked away there. Looked like it was Christian Williams, the safety, who came over to knock it away.
It really wasn't a bad throw by Peters there on the run. Good job by Northwestern State on the back end to knock that one away.
It's interesting, we haven't seen the Demons blitz much.
No, they did bring an extra man right here. Well picked up for the most part by the Panthers, allowed Peters enough time to scramble out of the pocket, and then really a good throw there on the outside.
Going to run the stretch play out to the right. And again, good, tough running at the end of the play as Cam Hardy had a hold of Lamaje McDowell, but McDowell was able to gain a couple more yards after that to bring up the third down and short. And this Prairie View squad is 4 for 6 on third downs. Northwestern State 0 for 5.
One thing that Coach McDowell wanted to do this offseason was get bigger up front. We talked about that offensive line beefing up. They average 6'4", 341 pounds across the offensive line, and they're starting to impose their will a little bit these last couple drives.
Handoff again to McDowell, just picking his way. And one of the tendencies that a 3-3 stack can have is it can end up being a little light up front. You have to commit extra guys because you don't necessarily have 4 down. And so with a big offensive line against 3 down linemen, they can create those holes, and they are certainly doing that. Cadillac Roan is down on the field. Looks like it may be cramps here. Checking that right leg, right ankle. Have to see if they stretch that leg out or if it's just maybe something, an ankle foot type of injury. That's Blaine McCorkle coming out to check on one of the returners for this Northwestern State team. Cadillac Roan, one of the guys who came back and decided to give Blaine McCorkle a shot.
Store of the Northwestern State University Demons. No matter where you gather to watch the game, we've got everything you need at Super One Foods, all at super low prices. Plus, you can order online and enjoy same-day pickup with our convenient curbside service. Talk about a game changer. Score big when you shop at Super One Foods, your official NSU Demons grocery store.
Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC in Manning, a short drive from I-49. Family owned and operated since 1987. Make Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC your holiday shopping destination for a gift that is sure to please. Come experience the Foy way and see why our customers rave about our excellent customer experience in both sales and service. We look forward to earning your business at Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC.
University Credit Union has been serving students, employees, and alumni of the university community for more than 70 years. We've got plenty of moves that benefit our members, like the lowest loan rates in the nation guarantee, educational resources, personalized savings and investing advice, and 24/7 online and mobile banking. Plus, our virtual assistant, Royce, is always happy to deliver an assist. University Credit Union, the winning choice. Learn more and join today at ucu.org.
Whether it's in the trailer, behind the camera, or on the air, NSU has a place for you. Learn the ins and outs of an ESPN broadcast while getting a full-fledged education in sports media or broadcast journalism. Northwestern State University. New media, journalism, and communication arts. Learn more at nsula.edu/new media.
Cadillac Roan does look like it was an ankle injury, getting taped up down there on the sideline. And we When we return to action, it will be a 1st and 10 for Prairie View A&M inside the 25-yard line. Prairie View offense, which is over 200 yards in the first half. Keeping around the right side, Cameron Peters. He'll pick up 9, close to 10, lowered the shoulder at the end. That's not necessarily something you want your starting quarterback to do, especially when he's your second quarterback in the rotation.
And your first quarterback already separated his shoulder.
Right.
So it is a concern, but look, it's one of the things that makes Peters, who he is, his ability to scramble and use his legs right there on the design run, picking up 9.
And there you see, lowered the head right into Antonio Hall. Empty backfield here. 4 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Going to go to the backside. One-on-one coverage out there. And a first down. Easy pitch and catch to the outside. That was Trajan Spiller, the senior from Killeen, Texas. Did not have a catch last week. Had a couple here tonight, and that'll set up 1st and goal for the Panthers.
Yeah, Peters getting the ball out of his hand on time and accurately setting up 1st and goal. The last time Prairie View A&M was down here, they were able to punch it in with the running back Wisham.
They'll go pistol again. This time right up the middle to McDowell. Some late push, but after the whistle. Takes it down to the 6-yard line. Demon struck on the first play from scrimmage, a 71-yard touchdown strike from J.T. Fayard to Miles Kit Denton. Since then, the Demons have had 19 plays for 42 yards.
Yeah, great adjustments by this Prairie View A&M defense. I mean, NSU really has struggled the last couple of times they've had the football.
Prairie View's defense led by one of the great names in all of coaches, Alvin Fosselman, who they call Coach Rock.
Love that.
Because why wouldn't you? Again to McDowell. No relation to the head coach, by the way, Bubba McDowell. Picks up 3 down to the 3. And Prairie View wants to move quickly. Big formation. A lot of beef back there. High snap. McDowell on the Wildcat, and he will be taken down in the backfield by Danny Sears. A legacy. Danny Sears, dad Ken, and his brother Kenny both played here at Northwestern State.
Well, that play might have had a chance if the snap was good. There's pretty good blocking on the right side, but the high snap allowed the defender to come around from left. Here's another look at it. You see there might have been a chance for him to bust it up right there. Not going to happen, though, after the high snap, and that's going to bring on Guillermo Garcia Rodriguez for the kick.
22-yard attempt from the right hash. Already has one from 34. Trying to add to that, and he does. He remains perfect on the season, 5 for 5. So Prairie View takes the ball down the field. They get a 22-yard field goal from Guillermo Garcia Rodriguez, the graduate student. And that adds to the Panther lead as they go 14 plays, 60 yards, took up 5:41 off the clock. So Moody, not only is Prairie View's offense starting to dictate things in the run game, Peters very efficient passing, but they're also starting to dominate the time of possession, plus 6.5 now.
Yeah, 36 plays for Prairie View A&M, just 20 so far for Northwestern State. This Panthers offense has had the ball for 16 minutes and 45 seconds, and they're starting to find their rhythm on the defensive side of the football, the offensive side of the football. Northwestern State really needs to find some points, I feel like, to regain some momentum going into halftime.
You mentioned the 71-yard touchdown on the first play from scrimmage, 19 plays, 42 yards since then. Demons have just 4 first downs, and they have not converted a third down yet in 5 attempts. Miles Kit Denton will have another opportunity from the 8-yard line. Good kick coverage again by Prairie View. The Demons will start just across their 20-yard line. JT Fayard has only thrown 8 passes. You mentioned, though, they've only run 20 plays.
Yeah, Northwestern State has, I mean, these.
Number 5, that 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the kick. First down.
So procedure against Prairie View on the kickoff.
Well, one of the reasons they've only run 20 plays is those that being 0 for 5 on third down, right? That's a huge part or a huge factor in this game right now. Northwestern State has been unable to find those first downs and keep drives going, and that's allowing Prairie View A&M to take things over here in this second quarter.
JT Fayard will lead his unit out. 4 for 8, 89 yards. Had the 71-yard touchdown. 3 for 7 for 18 yards otherwise. One back in the backfield. That's Kenneth Lacey. He'll get the call. Gets a few. Call it 3 to the 30-yard line. Looks like Lacey lost his helmet, which means he'll have to come out for a play.
You'll see right here. One move by Lacey, able to get by a couple of defenders, and then loses his helmet at the end. His helmet was ripped off, actually. Definitely a missed call right there by this officiating crew.
Kevin Davis, the former Demon, making the stop. Fayard, lots of time in the middle. That'll be a flag thrown all the way from the back judge as Amaz Eugene was cutting across the middle, and he got taken down as the ball was in the air. The back judge immediately making that call. Silas Phipps.
Pass interference. Defense, number 25. Automatic first down.
That'll be the former Demon, Kevin Davis. Now you see, just going right through Amaz Eugene, and then Phipps gets to test out his arm.
Yeah, they missed a penalty on Davis the play before. He gets hit with one right there. That's the 3rd penalty of the game now for Prairie View A&M for 25 yards.
Amaz Eugene across the formation in motion. Flag is down. And then upended on the run is Chance Newman. I believe that was Newman on the run. Yes, it was. There was a penalty immediately upon the snap from the head linesman, which makes you think this is a formation issue for Northwestern State.
Illegal shift, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
No, they didn't tell us who it was on. See if we can take a look. Well, I didn't really see anything unless it was a receiver down at the bottom of the screen, but Amaz Eugene was in motion. No one else in the middle moved.
Nice play there by Bryce Turner. Won't mean much, but definitely got him fired up for a moment.
Demons ran a guy on late. They're going to have to call timeout. Run a guy in with 7 seconds left on the play clock. And once the offense does that, the officials move in to stop the play and allow, or at least not allow the snap, to allow the defense to match the substitution. There was not going to be enough time for NSU to snap the football, so Blaine McCorkle takes the timeout. You know, it's interesting, Moody. Blaine McCorkle talked to us a lot about the culture of this program. Their number one motto this year is make an excuse to win. And he talked a lot about grief, and we've discussed previous. Demons lost a player last year in an off-campus incident. That ended up canceling the season, and he said, you know, look, you're allowed to grieve. That's something that you can do, but you can't let it consume you and allow that to be an excuse to not go back out and try your best. I thought that was a really, really strong statement.
Yeah, as he was telling us that early, I got goosebumps on it. It got me a little bit fired up as we were sitting there listening to Coach McCorkle, and that's the mindset that this team has to have, to be honest with you. It's going to be difficult to move on from any situation, especially the one that happened here at Northwestern State last year. But he's right. You cannot make excuses. You have to be able to find a way to get back to winning football, and I love what he's doing so far and kind of lighting a fire under this new culture.
Make an excuse to win. The motto for this Demon team. Going to try to set up the screen, and that one is thrown wide. Looked like it was going to be blown up anyway by Keon Jones, the corner who was out there, as they tried to set up the screen.
Yeah, Fayard looking for the screen.
Yeah, got tipped as well.
Yeah, got tipped right there. Couldn't see what number that was, but a nice play by the lineman to get a hand on that.
Ray McNeely Harris was the intended recipient. Now 2nd and 15. Demons behind the sticks here after the illegal shift penalty. We'll play action inside, and Fayard's going to go down. Ball comes out late, and it will be smothered by Northwestern State Isaiah Ibarra. Able to get back on top of that one. They were looking for the pass down the middle, and Fayard just double clutched it.
Yeah, I was just sitting there thinking NSU really hasn't taken a shot downfield in a bit, and they were going to try and do it right there, unable to block it up. Fayard loses the football. Northwestern State lucky they were able to hang on to that one.
So now we come to the new innovation in all of football, the 2-minute timeout. Not to be confused with what they call it in the NFL. I do not want to get our producer James Stanfield in trouble. The 2-minute timeout is here. Prairie View A&M leading by 6. Demons 3rd and long.
That's like the gap in my health insurance.
Gap in your health insurance?
It didn't cover everything when I got hurt. Good thing I had Aflac. The cash I got from Aflac helped pay for medical expenses, groceries, rent. Really helped close that gap.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Find an agent, get a quote at Aflac.com.
Wish we had Aflac on our team. You can.
I'm Andrea, founder of a boutique handbag brand, Andy, and this is why I switched to Shopify. It's the challenges that we don't expect, like a site going down or the checkout wouldn't work. What's nice about Shopify is when I'm with my family, when I'm taking time off, knowing that I have a site up and running and our business is moving forward because we have a platform that we can rely on, that is gold to us. Start your free trial with Shopify today.
I knew I was underwater. I just didn't realize I was this underwater.
If you're stressed about your paper, just get Grammarly. It's free.
I don't need better grammar. I need an A on this essay.
Grammarly can help with that. Just highlight your topic and it'll make an outline. Nice. Hey, I think that's it. Welcome to the other side.
Download Grammarly for free.
Healthcare.gov is here for you when life happens. If you lost your health coverage because of turning 26, going off Medicaid, leaving your job, or moving, you could be eligible to enroll in new coverage now. And if you need...
Well, we have some new rules in college football this year. The expanded 12-team playoff format. Super excited about that. A lot of conference realignment. I have no idea who's where anymore. And the 2-minute timeout. That's right. It is the 2-minute timeout, not to be confused with any other sort of 2-minute break that you might have seen in any other level of football. Demons just try to run it on 3rd and long, and Chance Newman doesn't get much, loses his helmet in the process. And timeout taken by Prairie View A&M. So Bubba McDowell wants to get a little more here, and who can blame him? Seeing his offense, which did not score a touchdown last week against Texas Southern, out with a big TD in this one, a rushing TD. His big receiver, Savage, has a couple of catches for 93 yards. His backup QB, Cameron Peters, has been very efficient, although his numbers, 9 catches or 9 completions, but 168 yards, and that's helped by 2 catches for 93 yards for Savage, and then Thomas has 1 catch for 42 yards.
This Prairie View A&M offense has been pretty balanced. 15 passes, 21 rushes. They've used the play action well to their credit at times, even though there was one time when Scooter Adams wasn't quite in the right place. But for the most part, this Prairie View A&M, especially in this second quarter, has been able to find its rhythm. We'll see where they have the football after this punt.
Both teams with a pair of timeouts remaining. And Reed Honstein will punt away. 4 punts for an average of 35 per. This will be his 5th. He could have run for the first down there. Beautiful punt. all the way back to the 20-yard line, and then a big tackle made there on Nevon Cooper. Terrific pursuit for Northwestern State's Dane Wallace. We've already called his name a couple of times on special teams. And that's how you make an impact. Look, your head coach comes over and gives you 5 and slaps you on the derriere when you make that kind of play.
Yeah, great play right here. Great punt, by the way, taking the punt returner over his shoulder, and then Northwestern State right there in pursuit. Great job by the special teams, which has really had an impact for NSU the last couple of weeks, Patrick.
48-yard punt for Reed Hunstein. Coming in last year, averaged just 26 yards per attempt. So Peters trying to operate a little 2-minute drill here, and will throw it right at the feet of his intended receiver. Was looking for Chris Herron.
Yeah, this is a pass that Peters would certainly like back. He had Herron wide open over the middle and just skipped that one. Reminds me of the throw that Jordan Love made last night. Had almost the exact same situation. Wide open receiver over the middle, skipped it. Peters would certainly like to have a second chance at that one.
So 2nd and 10 for Prairie View A&M. Try to go ahead and pick up some yardage on the ground. And you wonder if Blaine McCorkle thinks about using his timeouts here. Keep in mind, Prairie View will get the second half kickoff. Demons received the kickoff in the first half and struck on the first play from scrimmage, 71 yards. Third and long. Demons not showing any pressure here. They rush 3. Quick out. That one is broken on and broken up. Emmanuel Brown, who had the pick 6 earlier, terrific break on that ball to knock it away from Drejon Spiller.
Emmanuel Brown nearly had his second interception of the game. Probably would have taken this one to the house as well. Able to break it up. Great timing, great anticipation there from Emmanuel Brown. He's had a couple moments that maybe haven't been the best, but he has certainly had some elite moments there on the outside for NSU.
Demons with a new punt returner here, Amaz Eugene, the redshirt freshman from New Iberia. 3-time state champion sprinter. Big rush coming after this one. This low and spinning like a top will bounce straight sideways. Prairie View wisely will wait on it. That'll put the clock 50 seconds left to go, and the Demons with a couple of timeouts here.
Plenty of time, plenty of timeouts to try and take the lead before the halftime break.
And this is one of those situations you like to be able to get some work in early in the season, the 2-minute drill.
Yeah, no doubt about it, especially with a quarterback that has a big arm. I think this is where you kind of let it go if you're Northwestern State. Find out what you have here in these moments.
So JT Fayard, 4 for 9, 89 yards. He's 3 for 8 for 18 yards since that first pass from scrimmage. He's going to run it to start with. And he gets hit right in the head. That is targeting. He got hit in the head last week as well against Tulsa. And no surprise, some late pushing and shoving. Offensive linemen aren't big fans of that, but we may see a disqualification here. I believe that was Bryce Turner, the strong safety, who made that hit. And the officials will get together. Remember, in the case of a targeting, it will be automatically reviewed.
Personal foul, number 19, defense with targeting. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Okay, so this is a very key distinction. It was not just called targeting. It was called a personal foul with targeting, which means they can eliminate the targeting, but they cannot eliminate the personal foul. It's going to be 15 yards either way. The only question is, will Bryce Turner be disqualified from the game?
It's going to be, like you're saying, the personal foul guaranteed because of head-to-head contact, right? Helmet-to-helmet contact right there. But the question is going to be, did he leave his feet? Was it targeting? Was he truly going after him? It's kind of tough because Fayard was sliding down. I really don't know where else you're supposed to hit Fayard. He was leading with his head as well.
Well, the main thing is if there's a launch and a leading with the helmet, and it looked like Turner did both of those things.
I feel like he did, but it's where else are you going to hit him at in that moment?
Well, that's one of those where you have to either pull up or try your best to hit him, but not lead. You just don't lead with the helmet.
Sure.
And we'll take another look at this here in just a second to watch the bottom of your screen. See, dropped the head and led with the head, and those are the indicators that they're looking for that targeting penalty. Look at 19 white. That's forcible contact to the head or neck. He's not defenseless at that point because he is a runner. But he did drop the head, and that's the indicator that they're looking for is, do you drop the head and lead with the helmet? So I think it'll be targeting. Like we said, they called personal foul with targeting, which means that's already 15 yards. Mm-hmm. The question is, will Turner be disqualified?
See, I tend to lean a little bit the other direction. I think that's kind of a tough spot for the defender, and a lot of these spots are tough for the defender. But no doubt Fayard paid the real price there.
Now, he did hit him with the shoulder. Now, he dropped the head. Watch the head go down, but watch the shoulder, the right shoulder of Turner. And that's where he hits him. The question is, do you consider the runner defenseless at that point because he's going down?
Well, I don't think he launched himself.
Correct.
That's what I see right here. So the defender did not launch himself at the quarterback. And I actually think they should take the targeting away. The 15 yards absolutely should be in play here. It is helmet-to-helmet contact against the runner, so that should stand. But I think they should take this targeting away, in my personal opinion.
Well, if they do determine it was helmet-to-helmet, it is if they find that there was helmet-to-helmet, then it is targeting.
After further review, there is no foul for targeting.
So the key to that is he hit him with the shoulder, not with the head. He dropped the head, which is the indicator, but he didn't hit him with the head. He hit him with the shoulder.
And he did not launch himself. That's one thing here. He didn't just launch himself and try and, just take one more look at it here. I really thought this was going to be taken away, because one thing you see a lot of times with targeting is when the defender fully launches himself at the ball carrier. You did not have that right
By
there.
the way, my favorite part of this, look at 7, Jeremiah Harris, who threw the leg out to try to trip him when he was going by. Could have called that. Now, this is interesting, right? They called that a personal foul with targeting, but they're marching the ball back. So the head referee, Matt Beck, misspoke.
Okay.
Because if it's a personal foul with targeting, then the personal foul stands no matter what. He meant to say just targeting. See, and then if that is taken off, then you don't have a penalty.
Which that I agree with. There should be a 15-yard penalty here for the helmet-to-helmet contact. That felt obvious. That's tough. That is tough.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Back to the play now. What, we got second and 5 now?
Clock runs, and it goes under 40 seconds. Fayard's going to look deep for Twan Hines. He never saw it. Looked like he lost it. Now, keep in mind, the lights are much brighter now than they ever were before. And he was looking back at one of those end zone lights, and I wonder if he lost it in the lights.
I feel like he had to lose it in the lights. I feel like this is a pretty good throw by Fayard if he keeps running. I'm sure we'll take another look at it here in just a second, but just Hines, I don't know what happened right there. Lost it in the lights, didn't think he was getting the ball thrown to him. I'm not sure.
I don't know. That was Blaine McCorkle still hot under the collar about the overturned targeting. And again, the major issue for me is merely in how Matt Beck described that penalty as personal foul with targeting, which is that's 15 yards no matter what, and then it's a matter of will the player be ejected. What he meant was targeting.
Yes.
Just straight targeting, and then if that is overturned on review, then there is no penalty on the play. And you can see Blaine McCorkle still getting in the ear of Matt Beck after that one.
Well, I feel like the original call was right. Personal foul without targeting is what the call ends up being. But I thought he really said it correctly at first. It felt like it should have been a 15-yard penalty because of the helmet-to-helmet contact. I said it right before they made the play. Yeah, you can pop the rules back up there for us one more time. We'll take a look. Let's take a look at these rules one more time as far as targeting is concerned. Dangerous hit involving launch, upward thrust, or severe strike. And again, that was what stuck out to me. He did not launch himself right there.
That is when the defender is not, or the offensive player is not defenseless. So if you launch, upward thrust, or severe strike with the helmet, that is targeting no matter what. Meanwhile, if you hit the head or neck area with anything of a defenseless player, that is targeting. It's going to be a run for Fayard back up the middle, and He'll get wrapped up from behind, but he'll get right to the first down sticks at the 43-yard line. Clock will stop under 2 minutes. We go back to the original timing rules where the clock stops on a first down.
It looks like he got the first down.
Yes, he did.
He slid down right at the line of scrimmage. Probably should have dove right there. Made it a little closer than it could have been.
If you slide feet first, it's where the ball is when you begin the slide. If you dive, it's where you end up. Clock is moving under 10 seconds. Fayard going to swing it out, and it's dropped, and that's probably for the best. So clock management an issue here down the stretch for Northwestern State. As they picked up a first down, did not use their last timeout. And the clock moved under 10 seconds. And now you're looking at perhaps a 6, 7, 8, 10-yard pass. Get down, call your last timeout, and then try to heave one at the end zone with your last timeout. They're lined up in Hail Mary formation, 3 receivers down to the bottom of your screen. That's usually chunk it to the end zone. So I guess we'll see what kind of arm JT Fayard has. He's going to go the other way, and that one will be dropped and incomplete. So that's how the half will end. Prairie View A&M gave up a shock play initially, a 71-yard touchdown for Northwestern State on the first play from scrimmage, but after that, 28 plays for just 41 yards. Somewhat mirroring what we saw last week, Northwestern State and Tulsa. Big play early, not much offensively after that. We'll see what halftime adjustments both the Panthers and the Demons make.
Hey, with Priceline VIP Family, you can unlock deals 5 times faster. You don't even have to be an actual family.
Oh, I'd be the dad.
I'm the dad. Hey, physically, it's clear that I'm the dad.
Okay, so which dad is paying?
You're the dad.
Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Our to-do lists can feel never-ending, but I don't have to stress about meal planning or eating healthy anymore. How? Hungry Root.
Hungry Root delivers healthy groceries with easy 4-ingredient recipes, so you can have a healthy home-cooked meal in minutes. With Hungry Root, you save hours planning, shopping, and cooking. That's why 96% of customers feel less stressed after joining. Hungry Root, healthy groceries and simple recipes. Plus, get free veggies for life.
Honey?
But the gains are pumping.
Yeah, the market's closed.
Futures don't sleep in the after hours, bro.
Dad, is Mommy a finance bro?
She switched careers to make money for your weddings.
Ooh, penny stocks are blowing up. Sweetie, grab your piggy bank. We're going all in. Let me ask you, for your wedding, do you want a gazebo in a river?
What's a gazebo?
Something that your mother always wanted and never got.
Or you could give these different investment options a shot.
The right money moves aren't as aggressive as you think.
I'm keeping the best.
Buy one, get one. With Publix BOGOs on Instacart. When you buy one, you get one. So when you buy one for this, you get one for that. Instacart and Publix. Add life to cart. Check Instacart for new Publix BOGOs every week.
In my book, saving while shopping is a no-brainer. So I use Rakuten to get cash back while I'm book clubbing. Cha-ching! With Rakuten, I get cash back at over 3,500 stores.
So how does that work?
Well, stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers. Then, Rakuten shares that money with us in a check or PayPal payment. It's free and easy.
Shh. I think you're missing the plot.
And I think you're missing the cash back.
Cha-ching!
A Chewy order is on the way for Cash, everyone's favorite employee at Bill's Bodega, where Bill uses Chewy to keep Cash hard at work, toys to keep his instincts sharp, food so he won't snack on the inventory, even a new collar to let everyone know who's boss. And with Chewy's low prices, Bill's left with more cash to spend on Cash. For low prices and fast shipping, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
At Simply Safe, your safety is the only thing that matters. We designed smarter ways to detect motion for fast emergency response. We create HD cameras so you can see what's happening in your home from anywhere. All powered by Fast Protect technology. Exclusively from Simply Safe for faster police response. Now install our advanced system your way. Have a pro set it up or easily do it yourself. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana, enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car and say hello to the new way at Carvana.
In the studio for halftime, Prairie View A&M, Northwestern State. When we come back, we'll have a chat with the 21st president in Northwestern State University history, James Genovese.
Hey, with Priceline VIP Family, you can unlock deals 5 times faster. You don't even have to be an actual family.
Oh, I'd be the dad. I'm the dad.
Hey, physically, it's clear that I'm the dad.
Okay, so which dad is paying?
You're the dad.
Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Hungry Root is here. And I needed it because my fridge is super empty.
3 p.m. to 7 p.m., it is crunch time for our family. Honestly, I barely have time to wash my hair, let alone meal prep.
Hungry Root allows me to get everything that I need.
It's so easy to just whip together a quick, healthy meal. Hungry Root has been a huge game changer.
Head to hungryroot.com for healthy groceries and simple recipes. Plus, get free veggies for life.
Honey? But the gains are pumping.
Yeah, the market's closed.
Futures don't sleep in the after hours, bro.
Dad, is mommy a finance bro?
She switched careers to make money for your weddings.
Ooh, penny stocks are blowing up. Sweetie, grab your piggy bank. We're going all in. Let me ask you, for your wedding, do you want a gazebo in a river?
I don't... What's a gazebo?
Something that your mother always wanted and never got.
Or you could give these different investment options a shot.
The right money moves aren't as aggressive as you think.
I'm keeping the best.
Buy one, get one with Publix BOGOs on Instacart. When you buy one, you get one. So when you buy one for this, you get one for that. Instacart and Publix. Add life to cart. Check Instacart for new Publix BOGOs every week.
At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot, we charge you a little. They put their names on arenas, we put ours on my lower back. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. And if this were one of their ads, they'd end it here with a happy customer. So we'll end ours with an angry goat. Ooh, look at the angry goat.
A Chewy order is on the way for Cash, everyone's favorite employee at Bill's Bodega. Where Bill uses Chewy to keep Cash hard at work. Toys to keep his instincts sharp. Food so he won't snack on the inventory. Even a new collar to let everyone know who's boss. And with Chewy's low prices, Bill's left with more cash to spend on Cash. For low prices and fast shipping, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
At Simply Safe, your safety is the only thing that matters. We designed smarter ways to detect motion for fast emergency response. We create HD cameras so you can see what's happening in your home from anywhere. All powered by Fast Protect technology. Exclusively from Simply Safe for faster police response. Now install our advanced system your way. Have a pro set it up or easily do it yourself. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana, enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car and say hello to the new way at Carvana.
Welcome back into the studio where we're joined now by Northwestern State University President Jimmy Genovese. President Genovese, it's been about a month now that you've been on the job. How's the transition gone from life as a Supreme Court justice to life as a university president?
It's quite different. It's a new role for me. It's an adventure. I'm really into it. I enjoy it so much. There's no comparison, the Supreme Court, to this. This is fun. These young kids that I get a chance to deal with, they keep me going. They energize me, and I'm just so happy to be here. I'm happy to be able to give back to Northwestern for what I owe it, for what it's done for me, having played 4 years of college tennis here at Northwestern.
Well, you look like, and from the energy level, I think you could still go out and give us 3, 4, 5 good sets out there. But you've talked so much since you've come, and I think the word has been bullish on athletics. Kind of tell the viewers, if you would, your vision for Northwestern State athletics.
Athletics is at the pinnacle. You have to be successful. Everybody loves a winner. We've taken our licks. We're going to pick ourselves back up again and get back in the race. And I'm very, very pleased and proud to see what's going on with the new football program. We started fresh, and we're on our way back. And I'm very pleased with Coach McCorkle and the players. I've met with them. I've spoken to them. I'm looking for big things. Everybody loves a winner, so you have to produce a winner, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, tennis. It makes no difference. Everybody loves a winner, and that people come to see a winner. So if you can go ahead and produce that winner, you're going to put people in the stands. People in the stands are going to talk about Northwestern, and they're going to send their kids to Northwestern, and that's what we want, to increase the enrollment so that they can have a college experience.
We've mentioned your time as a tennis player here. You've had great success on the court. How did being a student athlete enrich the college experience for you?
Anyone who's played athletics will know that if you're an athlete, you know how to win and you know how to lose. And you learn something from that. You may not remember the times that you won, but you certainly remember the times that you lost. Being involved in athletics helps you learn about life. It teaches you life principles, and you learn to adjust. When you're riding high, you know that sometimes they're going to be the low times. And when you're down at the bottom, you got to pick yourself up and get back in the race. And so athletics, learning how to win, learning how to lose, winning and losing, teaches you a lot about life.
You learned a lot during your time here as an undergrad. I'm sure you're going to learn a lot more as the president here during your tenure. But when you first came back on campus, about a month to 6 weeks ago, was the feeling the same as when you came up from Opelousas as a student?
When I came up from Opelousas as a student, I didn't know how to spell Natchitoches. I was going to be going to another school, but my father wanted me to come to this school, and I objected, but the end result is that father knows best, and I wound up coming here. I had an opportunity to go and eat lunch at the Iberville cafeteria, and that's one of the few remaining buildings that are here. And 53 years later, I walk in and have lunch at Iberville. It gives me chills. It reminds me of what a great experience it was here at Northwestern, and I owe it so much. And I want to give back. It's payback time to give back, because without Northwestern, I would not be where I am.
Well, you're Louisiana through and through from Opelousas. Was it the fraisons that you talked about getting on the chills?
That's called the fraison. Frisson. That's the goosebumps, the frisons. They give me the little frisons when I get back on the campus, yes.
Well, from Cajun country back to Natchitoches, glad to have you as our 21st president. Thank you, President Genovese, for your time today. We'll toss it back to Patrick and Gary. Get you ready for the second half of Prairie View A&M and Northwestern State here on ESPN+.
Honey?
But the gains are pumping.
Yeah, the market's closed.
Futures don't sleep in the after hours, bro.
Dad, is Mommy a finance bro?
She switched careers to make money for your weddings.
Ooh, penny stocks are blowing up. Sweetie, grab your piggy bank. We're going all in. Let me ask you, for your wedding, do you want a gazebo and a river?
I don't... What's a gazebo?
Something that your mother always wanted and never got.
Or you could give these different investment options a shot.
The right money moves aren't as aggressive as you think.
I'm keeping the best.
Nice dress.
You too.
Best part?
It has pockets.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Well, that and the cash back.
What?
With Rakuten. It's a shopping app. I saved a ton on our dress.
This is unbelievable.
This is unbelievable.
I know, right? You're gonna get so much cash back. Okay, I'm gonna go change, because...
On Chewy, save 35% and shop all your favorite brands. For any taste, or any diet. At prices you love, delivered fast. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
At Simply Safe, we never stop innovating for a system that never stops protecting. We're rated the #1 home security system by experts and trusted by millions. Indoor and outdoor cameras stop intruders in their tracks, and advanced sensors protect against fires, floods, and more. All powered by Fast Protect technology, only from Simply Safe for faster police response. Now install our advanced system your way. Have a pro set it up or easily do it yourself. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Huh. How long have you been tracking our car's value with Carvana?
Just like 7 months.
Should we sell it?
We hold.
Hold.
Silver vans are going for more right now. Should we?
Our low mileage is paying off. You think we should?
Hold.
Depreciation's really heating up. You think?
Hold!
We just did 2.5%.
Hold! Now!
I'm on it.
Already sold to Carvana.
Go to Carvana and track your car's value today.
What is it? My new boyfriend. So sweet. Look what he just sent me.
Ooh, that's a lovely view.
Huh?
What are you two looking at?
Tip pick.
What did you say?
Tip pick. Tickets to the show with no hidden fees.
TickPick, the only major no-fee ticket site with the same seats at better prices.
When you know where something comes from, you know everything about it. When you discover Bull and Branch bedding, you uncover the most extraordinary feeling of comfort and care. We prioritize toxin-free organic cotton. We pay and treat people fairly, all in pursuit of the most natural softness possible. From the first touch of Bull and Branch bedding, you feel the difference. Experience the difference at bullandbranch.com.
One, a cashew, cocoa flavored. Two, a hazelnut, espresso flavored. It's not math, it's flavor harmony. Do all the nuts, and do all the flavor.
Thank you very much, Jason. Appreciate it, even though he forgot that it's Tyler Moody that's up here in the booth with me. When we come back, more of the halftime show, Northwestern State and Prairie View A&M.
The pursuit of wellness is a journey, personal and always evolving. So whether you need to recharge or simply disconnect, you can move well, eat well, and with our iconic heavenly bed, sleep well. Find wellness at Weston.
If you need insurance from a change in life, like you left your job, got a husband or wife. If you turn 26, use your folks plan too. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Check out the website for what you can do. Just remember, limited time to enroll. Healthcare.gov is here for you.
In my book, saving while shopping is a no-brainer. So I use Rakuten to get cash back while I'm book clubbing. Cha-ching! With Rakuten, I get cash back at over 3,500 stores.
So how does that work?
Well, stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers. Then, Rakuten shares that money with us in a check or PayPal payment. It's free and easy.
Shh. I think you're missing the plot.
And I think you're missing the cash back.
Cha-ching.
When it comes to tickets, pick TickPick. You're picking the best prices guaranteed, with no hidden fees ever. 360-degree seat views, and price tracking with real-time updates. So pick TickPick for your favorite band, your favorite team, or a new family memory. Pick from thousands of live events. Don't let overpriced tickets and fees get between you and a great night. No hidden fees, more savings. Download the TickPick app.
When you know where something comes from, you know everything about it. When you discover Bull and Branch bedding, you uncover the most extraordinary feeling of comfort and care. We prioritize toxin-free organic cotton. We pay and treat people fairly, all in pursuit of the most natural softness possible. From the first touch of Bull and Branch bedding, you feel the difference. Experience the difference at bullandbranch.com.
Here's a pistachio, peppercorn flavor. Here's a cashew, Parmesan flavor. Living together in flavor harmony. Do all the nuts, and do all the flavor.
1 second, it's a pipe dream. And the next, it's a dream come true. 1 second, you know it's all protected. And then...
Is everything okay?
The police have been dispatched. Well, we still do.
When my life gets crazy, my good food choices are the first to go.
Pasta is perfect for when I don't have time to cook.
I gotta get this in the fridge because it's fresh and made by chefs.
Put this in the microwave for 2 minutes.
They've got steak, they've got salmon.
They have keto, protein plus, and calorie smart.
I can't believe this is this delicious and it's helping me lose weight.
This is a meal I picked up on the app and they come delivered right to your door.
I can't believe we didn't do this sooner.
Back at halftime here at Turpin Stadium in Natchitoches, Prairie View A&M gave up a big play on the first play from scrimmage, and their defense locked down the rest of the way. The story of this first half, so we take a look at your numbers. And Moody, the story of the first half was the second quarter. Demons had a 14-10 lead going into the second quarter. That second quarter was all Panthers.
17 plays for Northwestern State in that second quarter, only 1 yard, Patrick. JT Fayard has missed his last 6 plays, and on the other side, or last 6 passes, I should say, and for Prairie View A&M on the other side in that second quarter, 20 plays for 114 yards, a completely different quarter than we saw in the first.
Yeah, that was really the difference in this one. You could see that Cameron Peters started to get a little bit more comfortable. He threw a pick 6. Started 5 for 9. He hit 4 of his last 8, but threw for 70 yards. And also, Moody, very big, he got his big play guy involved. Shamar Savage had 1 catch for 47 yards. He came back with a 46-yarder after that in the second quarter.
Well, that's pretty good average right there, averaging 46.5 per catch. He's been targeted 3 times, come down with 2 of them, and you can just tell when he's out there. He's running by defenders, getting himself open. He is definitely the quarterback's best friend out there for Peters.
Demons won the toss and elected to receive to start the ball game, so they will kick it away, and kind of a microcosm of what's happened for this Northwestern State team. The ball falls off the tee. This is the Demon team. First play, 71-yard touchdown from JT Fayard to Miles Kit Denton. After that, the Demons had 28 plays for 41 yards.
Well, you could see on that first play of the game that Prairie View A&M really respected the run of Northwestern State. They were able to get beat over the top after that play action. But NSU, 17 carries in this game for only 23 yards. Prairie View A&M not respecting the rush now, so the play action has not been there for NSU.
Scooter Adams on the kickoff return. He's been really good in the kickoff return game, averaging over 22 yards per return. That is actually top 25 in America. So the offense for the Panthers will head back out on the field. Cameron Peters, who's gone the distance at quarterback, 9 of 17, 168 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 touchdown for the other team. Had a pick 6. That was Emmanuel Brown, who picked it off and took it back to the house. Peters will start with a handoff, just probing that left side of the Demon offense, or Demon defense, excuse me, a gain of 3. The run game for Prairie View A&M in the first half, 22 carries, 61 yards. Only averaged a little under 3 per carry, but 22 carries is good. That means you're wearing on a defense. Peters looking to throw now, dart to the middle, and it is complete. That showed off a little of that arm strength, and Shamar Savage will go over 100 yards receiving for the second straight game.
Yeah, good throw here by Peters. Savage is right in the middle of the defense.
That was almost a no-look pass. Did you see that?
He was looking the defender
Savage
off,
was
yeah.
clapping for it. He was not looking at him, then turned around and threw it right to him. A tackle for loss on Connor Wisham. Demons have not had a ton of tackles for loss in this game, as so far, defensively, NSU has had just 3 tackles for loss, including that one. They had 2 in the first half.
They had 4 last week as well.
So 2nd and long. Play action, a blitz, and it's the first time that Peters has gone down. Blake Gocher, the middle linebacker, finding room, and that's something that Northwestern State didn't do a lot of in the first half. They were very vanilla in terms of their blitz package.
Yeah, NSU dialing things up here. Gocher right up the middle, right by the offensive lineman, and has the first sack of the game for Northwestern State. And what a difference maker he has been here in the first 2 games for this NSU defense.
That is the, I believe, first sack of the year for Northwestern State. We're going to get either a false start or an offsides. Both guys kind of moved at the same time.
False start, number 67, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That's right tackle William Boone. And Moody, this is really the first time it looks like the Northwestern State defense has made the Prairie View offense uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It's the first time we've seen this Prairie View offense backed way up here. 3rd and 23 coming up. NSU a couple tackles for loss with the sack in there, and now this long 3rd down.
Going to try to set up the middle screen there on the short crosser, and Northwestern State is all over that, and it's Blake Gocher again, the transfer from Lamar. He was the first Demon to have double-digit tackles in his debut since 2016, when Kobe Welch had double digits against Baylor.
Man, he just looks like a football player. Big dude, linebacker. I mean, he just looks the part, and he is certainly playing the part as well.
So NSU picking up its first sack on a blitz and will force the punt. Just the 3rd punt of the ball game for Efren Jasso. And it is a good one. Amaz Eugene all the way back. Flag is down on the far side. Eugene will get it out to the 45-yard line. We'll check the flag. Usually a flag there is either someone lined up offsides or it is some kind of a formation issue for the offense. So we'll wait to see if it is against Northwestern State. I've got to imagine Bubba McDowell might have them kick it over, but I've got to think this is probably a formation issue for Prairie View A&M.
Illegal formation, kicking team, 5 yards will be added to the end of the return. 1st down.
So NSU sets up the nose of the football just behind the 50-yard line.
Best starting field position of the day here for Northwestern State. Nice return as well to set this up.
So we'll see what the offense, which had struggled after that first play from scrimmage, see if they can get anything going. They'll go Kenneth Lacey over left tackle, 5 yards, and that's exactly what this offense would like. You get a 5-yard run to start off things, and you're exactly where Blaine McCorkle wants you to be.
Yeah, without question. You have to start making this Prairie View A&M defense respect the run game. NSU unable to do that in the first half. I mean, and NSU right there on that play just gained 4 more yards than they had the entire second quarter. So let's see if they can add to that.
Yeah, just 1 rushing yard total. No passing yards in the second quarter for the Demons. Going to stay on the ground. Right up the middle. Kenneth Lacey will not be caught. Touchdown. 46 yards.
Well, that's one way to make the defense respect the run. Just take it 46 yards to the house. Kenneth Lacey, the 2nd time this year that he's made a house call. 75 yards and a touchdown on the 2nd play last week. He's got a 46-yarder right here. Great run by Kenneth Lacey as he scampers into the end zone in Northwestern State. Now an extra point away from reclaiming the lead.
So the Demons go from 17 carries, 23 yards at halftime to going half the distance of the field in 2 carries for 50 yards. At a 45-yarder, I misspoke, said it was 46. It was actually 45 for Kenneth Lacey. So a 2nd long touchdown and a flag, late flag comes in. Extracurriculars on the extra point. We got linemen without their helmets. But that is exactly the start you want if you're Northwestern State to retake the lead here. After a 5-yard run by Lacey and a 45-yard run by Lacey. Demons go from 17 carries, 23 yards to 19 carries for 78 yards.
Over unsportsmanlike conduct, number 7, Prairie View A&M, his first of the game, That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
That's linebacker Jeremiah Harris II, who will pick that up. Look for number 7 in white. And that just looks like he might have gotten Honstein right there after the kick was over. Northwestern State strikes on its first possession of the second half and retakes the lead. Demons by a point.
You hear that? No. This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling. Listen. The sizzling, the chopping, the spatula.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grill right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
I have always enjoyed an active lifestyle, but the pain in my knees wore me down. The pain I experienced made it difficult to stand for even more than 5 minutes at a time. I was so tired of telling my grandsons, I can't play now, Nana's knees hurt. Then I had both knees replaced at Memorial, and now I'm back doing what I love, making pasta with my husband, hiking, and spending time with my grandkids. Next stop, Yellowstone. This is my life without joint pain.
In my Louisiana, the day starts at 4 a.m.
In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic.
From sun up to sundown.
Till sunup again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
Whether it's in the trailer, behind the camera, or on the air, NSU has a place for you. Learn the ins and outs of an ESPN broadcast while getting a full-fledged education in sports media or broadcast journalism. Northwestern State University, New Media, Journalism, and Communication Arts. Learn more at nsula.edu/newmedia.
Kenneth Lacey, who's had 2 big play rushing touchdowns this year. That one, 45 yards, a 50-yard drive for Northwestern State in 2 plays, took less than a minute. Lacey had a 75-yard touchdown run on the second play from scrimmage as the Demons played at Tulsa and fell 62-28. That was a 14-14 game at the half. At the end of the first quarter. Kickoff from up around midfield. We got more helmets coming off. That kickoff was from midfield because of the penalty that was called on Jeremiah Harris II. But Moody, terrific response by the Demons, finding a hole, changing that running game up a little bit and finding some success.
Yeah, and I think we need to point out that was probably their best defensive possession of the game right before they got the football back right there. And then Kenneth Lacey, 2 carries and a touchdown right there, the big run. And that's what this Northwestern State offense needs, right? That home run hitter, that guy that can really open things up. And Kenneth Lacey has been that these first 2 games. Great job by that NSU offensive line to give him some space to work.
Pistol formation for Peters. He's going to go over the middle. Nice diving grab made there. Trajan Spiller. Spiller, who did not have a catch last week. That is his 4th of the ball game. Picks up 8. Again, pistol set. Good little crease over the right side, and Blake Gocher making his name here in the second half. We're about not quite 5 minutes into the third quarter, and we've already called Blake Gocher's name on a sack, a tackle for loss, and now a play right in the hole.
Gocher, that was his 12th tackle of the game already, Patrick. He went for 11 last week. He's already got 12, and we're barely into the third quarter.
Deep out, or should say a shallow out, but Shamar Savage, either he ran that route a little too deep or the throw from Cameron Peters was a little short. Either way, an incompletion. And this Prairie View offense looking slightly different than it did in the second quarter when it had 20 plays for 114 yards. They stay in the pistol. Peters looking for the quick slant. There's Savage. Bounces off a couple of tackles, and then Gocher finally wraps him up. After the gain of 9, it'll bring up 3rd and a yard.
Another good play here by Savage, and he looked like a savage at the end of that run, throwing some defenders off of him. It was finally Gocher that was able to bring him down. 3rd and short coming up.
3rd and a yard, right up the middle. They'll pick up the first down. Gocher again makes the tackle.
I mean, he's everywhere right now for this Northwestern State defense, but a good response from Prairie View A&M, able to pick up the first down, and they're nearly at midfield.
Blake Gocher had 83 tackles, played 3 years at Lamar. Only had 4 tackles last year, but transferred over from Lamar and has made a big impact already with over 20 tackles in his first game and a half. Big running room for Scooter Adams, and that is bad news for an opponent. Adams gets the corner, gets it inside the 35-yard line down to the 31.
Scooter Adams had 15 yards on 4 carries before that one. Maybe the best job blocking that we've seen by this offensive line for Prairie View A&M.
22-yard run for Adams. His best run of the day. The only double-digit run of the day for Prairie View. And again, Adams gets the call. That time wrapped up by Camarion Ivory, the former Haynesville Golden Tornado. One of the best high school football programs in the history of the state of Louisiana. So Prairie View, after getting stymied on their first drive, now Demons will bring a blitz, and that's going to result in another tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Ball is out. Prairie View looks like they're back on top of it. Looks like their big center, Pedro Da Silva, able to collect it. But again, Moody, that started with a Blake Gocher blitz.
Yes, it was. It was Blake Gocher right up the middle. They had to pick him up. They did a good job picking it up, but just his presence there, making his way through, forced Peters off his spot, had to step up, and then the Demons were able to corral him. And it looks like that ball was indeed loose. Prairie View A&M able to get it back.
That was Tyler Lewis, the junior transfer from Stetson, who came away with that one. Going to throw to the sideline. Flag comes in. Did he make that grab? Looks like he caught the ball. Did he get a foot down? That's a Sports Center top 10 if he makes that catch. I believe they're going to have pass interference on Brown regardless. I believe they called that a catch. That was one-handed while he's being defended by Emmanuel Brown.
Pass interference, number 19, defense. Ball will be placed in the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Well, we got to have another look at this, Patrick.
Well, now the question is, did he catch it? Because if he caught it and came down in bounds, oh, I think he came down with it. Did he hold on? Looks like he held on.
It looked like he held on to me.
Well, then they will decline. They should decline that penalty. That would put the ball down around the 11-yard line.
Prairie View A&M will accept the result of the play. First down.
That is one of the best catches you will ever see. And now we may have a review of this catch.
Looks like a catch to me. The only concern I had at first was if he stepped out before he actually went up for the football.
Yeah, right before, if we back it up just a little bit, right about the 14 or 15-yard line, right there, back up just a little bit further. Watch his foot and see if he starts out of bounds when he goes up.
Yeah, that was my initial concern.
Yeah, he's definitely in.
Yes, that's a catch. That looks like a catch from
now,
here.
If we go back to about the 15-yard line when he initially jumps, see if that foot is out of bounds when he starts the jump, in which case he's no longer an eligible receiver. Right there.
Yeah, it's tough to tell from that angle, but he was right up against that sideline for sure.
He definitely made the catch. He definitely got a foot down. That's not the issue. The issue now is whether he was out right there. And we'll see if we can, this might give us a better look at it. That left foot.
It's close.
Is that down out of bounds? Yes, it is.
Looks like it to
Yes,
me.
it is.
Yeah.
So that's gonna end up being, they'll take the penalty, but that'll take away one of the best catches you've ever seen.
That is a sensational catch. Just going it up, kind of flexing on the football a little bit. Just flexing on the defender, Emmanuel Brown, and grabbing the football. That is impressive stuff out there by Shamar Savage. I mean, what a great last name, and he's living up to that. He's over 100 yards in the game and showing NFL scouts that he can make these plays.
Yeah, left foot right there. Looks like the heel is out of bounds when he starts the jump.
Yeah, that's what I saw when we first ran it, and I think that's probably going to end up being the case that he is out of bounds. But regardless, this is going to be a first down for Prairie View A&M.
They have a pass interference penalty regardless.
After further review, the ruling in the field of a completed catch stands as called.
Okay.
First down.
It looked like he stepped out, but the officials didn't see that. So, again, it was tough. It's one of those where you're more than likely going to stay with whatever the call on the field is if it's not conclusive evidence. I like that it stands just because it's a great catch.
I was about to say that as well. This young man deserves that catch on his stat sheet, on the highlight reel. This is sensational stuff by Shamar Savage.
Yeah, that's hot. That's hashtag SportsCenter Top 10 right there.
No doubt about it. Man, that is great stuff. Wow, what a Savage. I mean, he really is. What's that? Now 4 catches in the contest. He's over 100. He's got now 5 grabs for 129. Of course, the long touchdown or the long play earlier in the game for 47 yards. What a game from Savage.
Going to go with the Wildcat up the middle. Good yardage down inside the 5. That is Chris Herron, the wide receiver who comes in to run the Wildcat, or the Wild Panther, I guess.
Yeah, I like that. Wild Panther.
Yeah. It's a new cologne coming out. And this time he's going to be taken down in the backfield. Cam George, the transfer from Louisiana Lafayette. He's had a couple of offsides penalties and finally makes his way into the backfield to get a big play for a tackle for loss.
Yeah, Cam George looking like Cam Jordan out there. Nice play. Really good stuff by the defensive end here for the Demons, making his presence felt in the contest.
So now Cam Peters back in at quarterback on 2nd and goal from the 6. Handoff up the middle. That's Lamaje McDowell. He'll take it back inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. So Prairie View with its best drive. Just the second drive of the second half for the Panthers.
Northwestern State was able to hold up on a 3rd and goal earlier in the game and force a field goal attempt. Let's see what Prairie View A&M elects to do this time around. They went with that big package and tried to go. They had the high snap that ultimately cost them on that play. Peters at quarterback this time.
This time they'll go spread pistol. Peters to the middle, wide open, flag is down. And you wonder if this might be offensive pass interference that got Savage so open over the middle. Peters is running off the field like it is not against Prairie View A&M, so it looks like it'll be against the Demons.
Pass interference, number 15, defense. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
That'll be Ty Hall, sophomore from Frisco, Texas, down at on the far right side of your screen. Won't really be able to see that. I thought maybe there was a pick because Savage broke wide open over the middle. And that's why my initial thought might have been a pick play there, but they get Hall for the pass interference. First touchdown of the ball game for Shamar Savage. First touchdown of the season for Shamar Savage. Last year, 20 catches, 448 yards, and a couple of scores. So Prairie View retakes the lead. We've got a good one brewing here between Northwestern State and Prairie View A&M. Demons struck big to start the quarter. Prairie View comes back to retake the advantage.
Basketball is a very physical sport. I get a lot of marks throughout the season. It's a sign of hard work. You gotta push yourself to the limit. Having marks on your body is not a sign of failure. It's a step towards improvement.
Movement leaves marks. Your antiperspirant shouldn't.
Degree Ultra Clear. Non-stop protection against white marks. If you need insurance from a change in life, like you left your job, got a husband or wife. If you turn 26, lose your folks plan too. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Check out the website for what you can do. Just remember, limited time to enroll. Healthcare.gov is here for you.
What is it? My new boyfriend. So sweet. Look what he just sent me.
Ooh, that's a lovely view.
Huh?
What are you two looking at?
Tip pick.
What did you say?
Tip pick. Tickets to the show with no hidden fees.
TickPick, the only major no-fee ticket site with the same seats at better prices.
Here's a pistachio, peppercorn flavor. Here's a cashew, Parmesan flavor. Living together in flavor harmony. Do all the nuts, and do all the flavor.
1 second, it's a pipe dream. And the next, it's a dream come true. 1 second, you know it's all protected. And then...
Is everything okay? The police have been dispatched.
well, we still do.
Prairie View A&M marches it down the field, 13 plays, 75 yards, took 5:12 off the clock and ended. You see the head coach and a guy, look, I'm not sure that he'd necessarily want to defend his own wide receiver. Bubba McDowell, terrific DB back in the day, and I'm not sure he'd want to defend Shamar Savage right now. Savage with the touchdown.
Yeah, Shamar Savage has been the best player on the field for either side. Gocher certainly deserves some credit for Northwestern State, but man, Shamar Savage has been the difference maker for this Prairie View A&M offense. 6 grabs, 133 yards, and now a touchdown.
And a Sports Center top 10 grab in there as well to put it down to the 11-yard line. So Northwestern State's offense, which scored on 2 plays, having been stymied for basically the entire first half after the 71-yard touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. We'll see what they can get going. JT Fayard just 4 for 12 now for 89 yards. Last week went 5 for 14. Though the completion percentage certainly not where you'd like it right now. Just 9 for 26 on the season for Fayard. Go a little outside zone and not much there. Good play. Made out wide. Zay Davis tried to turn the corner, and he was taken down by Aiden Jones, the redshirt freshman from Houston, Texas.
Yeah, not much doing right there for Northwestern State.
That's a really good play, because if that crease is hit,
yep,
Zay Davis has got a lot of running room. So 2nd and long for a Demon team that has only converted 1 third down. 1 for 7. Going to stay on the ground again. Good, strong, powerful run up the middle by Davis.
And Northwestern State having a little bit of success right up the gut. Obviously, we saw Lacey take it to the house a moment ago. Nice run up the middle right there by Davis. 3rd and short now for NSU.
Demon's going to try to run in their heavy package. We'll see if Prairie View decides to match substitute. They will not. So the center judge will back out. And it'll be a handoff over the right side, and knifing in to make the stop for the loss is Traylon James. The redshirt freshman from Baton Rouge comes in to get the tackle. And that'll bring up a 4th down, and NSU now 1 for 8 on 3rd down conversions.
Such a good individual play right here. Able to get into the backfield, keep Northwestern State from getting that 1st down. And now a punt coming up for the Demons, their first of this second half.
NSU punted it 5 times in the first half. And Prairie View trying to run some guys on late. Reed Hunstein will punt it away again. 6th time. This one high and short. And fair caught right up at the 33-yard line. So a 34-yard punt for Reed Hunstein. And Prairie View will take back over when we return. The Panthers just went down the field and retook the lead. Now looking to potentially extend it.
Bacon. Good morning, everybody. Nothing like the Jersey Mike's morning prep. The sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the bopping of the fresh lettuce.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
I've been living up here for months.
Got a package from Mr. DeVito?
Oh, my bacon sniffing horn. Oh, smell that bacon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now we're talking. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Welcome to Casati Pines at Coshada, nestled in the natural wetlands of southwest Louisiana on 65 acres of looking glass lakes, surrounded by stately pines and live oaks. It's an experience unlike any other. A challenging 18-hole par 72 championship course, 6 sets of tees, and a unique 19th tiebreaker hole. Ranked the 18th best golf course in the USA by Golf Advisor. Casati Pines at Coshada in Kinder, Louisiana. Louisiana's best bet.
Super One Foods is proud to be named the official grocery store of the Northwestern State University Demons. No matter where you gather to watch the game, we've got everything you need at Super One Foods, all at super low prices. Plus, you can order online and enjoy same-day pickup with our convenient curbside service. Talk about a game changer. Score big when you shop at Super One Foods, your official NSU Demons grocery store.
Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC in Manning, a short drive from I-49. Family owned and operated since 1987. Make Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC your holiday shopping destination for a gift that is sure to please. Come experience the Foy way and see why our customers rave about our excellent customer experience in both sales and service. We look forward to earning your business at Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC.
Prairie View A&M taking back over. Got stymied on their first drive, marched down the field and scored on their second drive to retake the lead.
Cam Peters going over 200 yards on that last drive. Now 15 of 24 for 218 and 2 scores.
Peters again, play action to no one in particular, and throws an absolute seed right at Trajan Spiller. That'll be a pickup of about 15 yards. And Prairie View is going to move quickly here.
Spiller with his 5th grab. Great throw here by Peters. Maybe a little bit low, but good job by Spiller to come back to the quarterback and make the catch.
See the total yardage right now, well in favor. Almost a double up for Prairie View A&M in total yardage here. Peters going to again throw a bullet, but it's behind Shamar Savage. Demons, by the way, speaking of that 89 yards passing, NSU has not attempted a pass here in the second half.
And they haven't completed a pass since the first quarter. 0 for 6 in that second quarter. JT Fayard, after he started out so hot, that early 71-yard touchdown pass, only 18 yards since. The NSU passing game has just really gone missing.
Handoff over right tackle. Good job breaking a tackle, and then guess who made the tackle? Blake Gocher on Lamaje McDowell. That'll bring up a 3rd and short. This Prairie View squad has been very good on 3rd downs. 8 of 13 on 3rd down conversions.
I mean, that is an incredible percentage here early in the game. It's really the reason they're leading this contest. They've been able to work their way down the field multiple times because of those 3rd down conversions.
This will be play number 61 for the Panthers, and that will be a run very close to a first down. He'll be about a half yard shy. Again, Gocher along with Johnny Mitchell in to make the stop.
Johnny Mitchell had his arms around the ball carrier trying to drag him down. Here comes Gocher, and I think if Gocher doesn't show up there at the end, the running back may be able to pick up the first down, but Gocher able to stop his momentum and keep him just shy of that first down marker.
4th and a yard, and Prairie View is going for it. Bring in a little extra beef along that left side of the line. Jadrian Collard at 310 is lined up as a tight end to the left to the top of the formation. Going to try to run for it. Big penetration and great run. McDowell finding his spot around the left side because there was immediate penetration up the middle. I believe that was Kamarian Ivory who got in the backfield.
No, it was, I think, 44 there at the top. If I'm not, I can't tell. I don't have my glasses on.
Well, here you go.
Here. Yeah. Northwestern State definitely had some penetration in the backfield, and they were unable to come up with that. Good stuff by Prairie View A&M to pick up the first down.
Yeah, McDowell doing a great job. Little jump cut in the hole to find the first down yardage on 4th and 1. Peters going to throw to the deep sideline. It is caught. Once again, Trajan Spiller. Well, Peters, last week, 10 for 20, 111 yards, came in relief of Lucas Coley, but he has operated this offense superbly.
Yeah, he looked a little nervous his first 2 throws of the game, but since then he has settled in and he's been throwing strikes all around the field. This time to Spiller. Now 6 catches in the game for Spiller. He's got 55 yards. Spiller and Savage have combined for 12 of the 17 completions for Peters.
This time they go Connor Wisham. He's been with the program for a couple of years now. Doesn't get anything up the middle, but look, Prairie View A&M is averaging less than 3 yards a carry, but they've also run it for nearly 40 times now. And that is, it's a war of attrition, if you will. It is, we are going to wear you down, continue to run it. I mean, they are going to be at 70 plays here shortly.
Yeah, without a doubt, that wears down that defensive line for Northwestern State. That allows the pass rush to not be able to get there, give Peters extra time to throw the football as well.
Going to reset the play clock here. Yeah, the plays right now, 64 for Prairie View A&M, 34 for Northwestern State. Time of possession, 26 minutes to 15 minutes.
They may be doubling them up in plays by the time this drive is over. I mean, it really has. The fact that the score is only 27-21 right now, really kind of a miracle in some ways because all the stats point to Prairie View A&M.
Big blitz again, another lob up for Savage. This time he comes down out of bounds. Brown able to push him towards the sideline, but again, a blitz up the middle by Blake Gocher.
Here's Gocher disrupting things. Peters had to get rid of it just a little quicker than he wanted to and force this one out of bounds. Another good catch by Spiller. Savage. He's just making plays all over the field. He looks like an NFL caliber wide receiver to me. 6'4", 220. I mean, he's got the speed. He's clearly got the hands. His ability to make spectacular catches is there. This young man has been making some plays for Prairie View A&M.
Play clock moving down under 5 seconds. 3rd and long. Demons will blitz again. This time picked up well. Deep corner pattern, and it's overthrown. Was looking for Jeremiah Ratliff. But again, Moody, it seems like every time Northwestern State brings an extra defender, Peters is a little bit shaken by that.
Well, that's the big adjustment that NSU has made in the second half, is making sure to bring some pressure. Once again, Peters had to let go of it just a little quicker than he wanted to. That was Cam George coming off the right side, forcing the pressure. And now on 4th and long, it looks like Guillermo Garcia Rodriguez back in for another field goal attempt.
This one from 41 yards away. He hit last week from 54. He is now 5 for 5 on field goal attempts. That one has the leg, and it is good. Guillermo Garcia Rodriguez continues to be absolutely perfect. 6 for 6 on field goals. He's hit from 34, 22, and 41 tonight. And he pushes the Prairie View lead out to a couple of possessions at 30-21. So Prairie View has doubled up Northwestern State in yardage, doubled up Northwestern State in plays, doubled up Northwestern State in time of possession, and that is a recipe for disaster in a fourth quarter for your defense.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, they've been out there for 30 minutes in this game, nearly. The Northwestern State defense, I mean, there's
only 45 minutes that have been played.
Right, and it's so early in the season, too. How good is your conditioning this early on in the year? It's humid out here. It's cooled down just a bit, but we showed the graphic earlier, it was like nearly 70% humidity. That can wear on a team, and this NSU defense is going to have to rally in the fourth quarter.
Let's give some kudos to first-year offensive coordinator Anthony Whedon, who actually played and coached in his early career here at Prairie View A&M before heading off. Missouri Southern, Northwestern Oklahoma State, 4 years at Dixie State, was the offensive coordinator at Campbell. As you know, the Camels of Campbell, before coming over here to Prairie View A&M in his first year as OC. And I was talking with defensive coordinator Matt Connor of Northwestern State and said, okay, give me the, what concerns you about the Prairie View offense? He said, we just don't have a lot of film on them. We have one game against Texas Southern. Half of that was with a different quarterback. We have to figure out how to adjust to what they're doing. And right now, the adjustments that have been made are in the favor of the Panthers.
Yeah, no doubt. From the start of this game, the play calling's been there. The balance has been there. And really, if you look at this, 40 rushes, 29 passes, that's right where you want to be.
Another run by NSU, and if they allow this quarter to expire, and it looks like they probably will, although we do have an injured Demon. It appears that is Chris Allen, the left guard, who is down. Northwestern State has yet to attempt a pass in the third quarter. They have yet to complete a pass in the last two quarters.
Well, I think it's going to be impossible to come back in this game if they don't let JT Fayard turn it loose at some point. Demons down by at least 2 scores here, down 9, 30-21, and Fayard has been just non-existent in the second half. It's going to have to happen at some point, though, if NSU wants to rally back.
All right, so NSU has no desire to run another play here in the third quarter. So we will head to the fourth. Blaine McCorkle, whose team had 1 yard of offense in the second quarter, 65 yards of offense in the third quarter, all on the ground, trying to get the offense balanced out a little bit. Meanwhile, Prairie View A&M, their offense over 350 yards through 3 quarters.
What if you could face every day with confidence? Raid puts 65 years of insect science in your hands, so you can protect the ones you love. Raid. Protection for everyone. SC.
See that? That's like the gap in my health insurance.
Gap in your health insurance?
It didn't cover everything when I got hurt. Good thing I had Aflac. The cash I got from Aflac helped pay for medical expenses, groceries, rent. Really helped close that gap.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Find an agent, get a quote at Aflac.com.
Wish we had Aflac on our team. You can.
I have to finish writing this paper. I'm swamped.
Just get Grammarly. It's free.
Can it help with what I wrote last night?
Grammarly will catch all those spelling and grammar errors, and it'll help with the bigger stuff. Grammarly can also give you ideas to make your writing better. Add more background, add specific examples, focus your conclusion.
This sounds like me, but better. A less damp me. You think a less damp me could get that internship?
A less damp you can do anything. Download Grammarly for free.
1 second she can't walk. Then she can. 1 second you're single. And then you don't want to be. 1 second it's a pipe dream. And the next, it's a dream come true. 1 second you feel safe. And then,
The police are on their way.
well, you still do.
Good things come to those who wait. But with Factor, that wait is only 2 minutes. Yeah, just 2 minutes to sink your teeth into a mouth-watering meal. So take the guesswork out of eating well all day long. Factor. Delicious options delivered fresh. Visit factormeals.com for 50% off your first box.
When I started Bright Star Care, I had one focus: to provide a higher standard of care. Safe, reliable, nurse-led care right in people's homes. That's been my goal for 20 years, and it always will be. Now, local agencies are looking for experienced nurses and caregivers who have the passion it takes to deliver that higher standard of care.
Take a look at your game summary. Balance for Northwestern State, but they have not been able to throw the ball 0 for 6 since the first quarter and did not attempt to pass in the third. Meanwhile, terrific balance for Prairie View A&M as they are over 350 yards. Second and long, Fayard finally throws, and they'll get a flag for a pass interference.
That pass is ruled complete.
They were looking for Amaz Eugene on the in cut. Looked like the arm draped on the backside there.
Let's get one more look at it here. You also got a hold of that shoulder pad in the initial break. Definitely should have been called.
Pass interference, defense. Ball you place a spotted foul, automatic, first down.
That's Terrell Coleman Jr. guilty of the pass interference, the nickelback. That's how you remind me of pass interference. That's a Nickelback reference for you right there. This is how you remind me of.
You got me. Yeah. Very nice, by the way.
Thank you. Mid-season form over here.
That was good. That was really good.
Okay, stop that. 1st and 10 from the 40. Demons with their first pass attempt of the second half, and they get a pass interference. Fayard looking for the sideline, looking again for Eugene, and one hops it to him.
Again, that's a tough throw, rolling to your left, and Fayard unable to get enough arm on this one, just skipped it into the receiver. And, Fayard hasn't completed a pass since the first quarter.
0 for 7.
0 for 7 in the since that first quarter.
And again, the Demons did not attempt a pass in the third. They only had 1 yard of offense in the second quarter alone, as they had 17 plays for 1 yard in the third quarter. That was on the ground. Have not had a passing yard since the first quarter. Looking for that here, and that's again low. Again, looking on the in cut, that time Miles Kit Denton, the intended receiver.
Yeah, didn't quite skip this one to the receiver, but again, down low, a little bit lower than the knees to Miles Kit Denton, and he was unable to go down and corral that one.
We're talking to Blaine McCorkle. Is there a scenario whereby you might put Quatarius Hawkins in at some point? He said, no, this will be Fayard's game, barring some kind of an injury. And look, he's a redshirt freshman, right? This is somewhat of a rebuilding year anyway, based on what happened last year, so why not let him get that game experience? Again, the roll, and he's just going to have to throw this one away.
That is great coverage by Prairie View A&M. Good job not giving Fayard anywhere to take off running right there. Stephen Shawn Jr. out there making the play.
Yeah, pressuring Fayard as he rolled, so the Demons will punt it away for the 7th time. This is an NSU offense that put up 28 points last week against Tulsa. Now, granted, one was a 75-yard touchdown, one was a blocked field goal return for touchdown, and then a couple of TDs late in garbage time. But NSU's offense struggling against this Prairie View A&M defense. Great punt by Honstein. It'll be fielded on the run, and that's a bad plan. All the way back inside the 10-yard line. Play made for Northwestern State. That was Ty Hall, the corner down there, to make the stop, and Prairie View will have its worst starting field position of the night. Down inside the 10. Nine-point advantage for the Panthers early here in the fourth quarter.
Super One Foods is proud to be named the official grocery store of the Northwestern State University Demons. No matter where you gather to watch the game, we've got everything you need at Super One Foods, all at super low prices. Plus, you can order online and enjoy same-day pickup with our convenient curbside service. Talk about a game changer. Score big when you shop at Super One Foods, your official NSU Demons grocery store.
Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC in Manny, a short drive from I-49. Family owned and operated since 1987. Make Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC your holiday shopping destination for a gift that is sure to please. Come experience the Foy way and see why our customers rave about our excellent customer experience in both sales and service. We look forward to earning your business at Foy Chevrolet Buick GMC.
University Credit Union has been serving students, employees, and alumni of the university community for more than 70 years. We've got plenty of moves that benefit our members, like the lowest loan rates in the nation guarantee, educational resources, personalized savings and investing advice, and 24/7 online and mobile banking. Plus, our virtual assistant, Royce, is always happy to deliver an assist. University Credit Union, the winning choice. Learn more and join today at ucu.org.
Whether it's in the trailer, behind the camera, or on the air, NSU has a place for you. Learn the ins and outs of an ESPN broadcast while getting a full-fledged education in sports media or broadcast journalism. Northwestern State University, New Media, Journalism, and Communication Arts. Learn more at nsula.edu/new media.
Cameron Peters pressed into service because of an injury to Lucas Coley, who won the starting job among three guys that were vying for it. Coley, Peters, and Jaden Johnson. Peters, a little shaky, threw a pick six early on, but has settled in nicely. Now thrown for 250 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and one interception, as we mentioned, that pick six. But worst starting field position of the ball game for the Panthers. They're going to look to throw it. Little flip out and a drop on the outside. Was looking to get it to Kobe Cavill, the senior from Dallas, Texas, transfer from Louisiana Monroe.
Yeah, first time they've looked Cavill's way in this contest, and he's unable to come up with the play.
So NSU trying to find a stop here. This would be big against the wind. This time they go handoff and good yardage. Close to 5. It'll bring up third down and medium. Wisham on the carry there. But this Prairie View team plus 50% on third down conversions, 8 of 15.
Yeah, they've missed on their last two. They were 8 of 13 at one point. But that's really been one of the differences in this game is their ability to keep drives going. Savage making plays. Some of these times on third downs as well. I would expect him to at least have a look right here.
Three by one set, 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Demons trying to pressure Peters. That one's intercepted at the 16-yard line, and it's a touchdown, Cadillac Roan.
As good as Peters has been in this game, that is his second pick six. Northwestern State, the defense doing it here, putting them back in the contest. Cadillac Roan, sensational job to undercut this one, and a great catch. I mean, look at this. He's going to tip it to himself. Nice play right there, and then just wide open field in front of him. Cadillac Roan makes this a 3-point game, and the Demons are right back in it thanks to the defense.
By the way, Cadillac Roan certainly knows how to hit the end zone. He, as a quarterback at the powerhouse Manny right down the road from here, had over 4,400 yards of offense for the Manny Tigers. Now playing DB, moved from safety to linebacker. And that time, and Moody, I want to go back and look at this one more time and watch how Cadillac Roan actually dekes the quarterback into this interception. He starts to move with the crosser in the middle and then comes back out. We'll see if we can show it to you after the upcoming break. But Cadillac Roan, a fantastic job of baiting the quarterback into making that throw and turning that into a 17-yard interception return for touchdown. And it is a brand new ball game.
That's like the gap in my health insurance.
Gap in your health insurance?
It didn't cover everything when I got hurt. Good thing I had Aflac. The cash I got from Aflac helped pay for medical expenses, groceries, rent. Really helped close that gap.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Find an agent, get a quote at Aflac.com.
Wish we had Aflac on our team.
You can. I have to finish writing this paper. I'm swamped.
Just get Grammarly. It's free.
Can it help with what I wrote last night?
Grammarly will catch all those spelling and grammar errors, and it'll help with the bigger stuff. Grammarly can also give you ideas to make your writing better. Add more background, add specific examples, focus your conclusion.
This sounds like me, but better. A less damp me. You think a less damp me could get that internship?
A less damp you can do anything. Download Grammarly for free.
When my life gets crazy, my good food choices are the first to go.
Factor is perfect for when I don't have time to cook.
I gotta get this in the fridge because it's fresh and made by chefs.
Put this in the microwave for 2 minutes.
They've got steak, they've got salmon.
They have keto, protein plus, and calorie smart.
I can't believe this is this delicious and it's helping me lose weight.
This is a meal I picked up on the app and they come delivered right to your door. I can't believe we didn't do this sooner.
When I started Bright Star Care, I had one focus: to provide a higher standard of care. Safe, reliable, nurse-led care right in people's homes. That's
Moody, let's talk about how Cadillac Roan did this.
Yeah, great look here. Started to go across the field with the crosser, baited the quarterback, and then undercut the pass and took it to the house. The second pick six of the game for this Northwestern State defense, and it's this defense that has kept them in the contest. Now a 30-28 ball game.
And you mentioned it during the break. This has been a bizarre game, especially statistically. Mm-hmm. Demons have 120 yards, or just a little under 120 yards on 2 plays. By the way, that ball just barely got into the end zone. That ball bounced inside the 1, and if it didn't go into the end zone, that's a live ball.
Well, you were just talking about it. It's been feast or famine for this Northwestern State offense, right? The 2 plays, 116 yards, whatever it was. 35 plays, 61 yards on the 2 that haven't scored. So it really has just been feast or famine. But right now, a lot of famine for this NSU offense, but only trailing by 2. Field goal could reclaim the lead right here. But NSU has to put together some kind of offensive possession that gives you some confidence, that you can move the football.
Well, they'll go back on defense first, see if they can get a stop, as they just did. Cadillac Roan with the pick 6. Roan has not had an interception in his career at Northwestern State. Was a DB last year. They moved him to linebacker this year, and again, just played that perfectly on the zone coverage. Started to look like he was going with the crosser. When the quarterback looked away from that, he came back and made the play. Outside zone run, stumbling, keeping his feet, out of bounds with a gain of 15. Big run there for Connor Wisham. Good outside zone run there for Prairie View.
Wisham has the lone rushing touchdown in this game for Prairie View A&M, and he has his longest run of the contest. He had 10 carries for 22 yards before that rush.
Aaron Rawls knocking him out. Some wide receiver splits here for Prairie View A&M. They'll run again up the middle. Pick up 5. Again, Wisham on the carry. And Moody, this is about the time period when you would start to see the cumulative effects of 70 plays and 40 running plays on a defense.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and I think that's part of the reason Prairie View A&M's going to this ground game.
We saw a missed tackle by Sears. That time a missed tackle by Cadillac Roan, both of them right around the line of scrimmage or just in the backfield. And Prairie View A&M, look, this is set up perfectly for the Panthers.
Northwestern State's done a pretty good job against the run, though. They're holding Prairie View A&M under 3 yards per attempt, right there at 2.9. So you do have to give this NSU defense a lot of credit, and they've got the 2 touchdowns.
Demons will jump off sides, free play. Peters knows it. He's going to air it out down the sideline. It is caught down at the 20-yard line. Great pitch and catch to Chris Herron. had the free play on the hard count, knew it, and picked up the big gainer of 35 yards.
This is such a good catch by Heron. We'll talk about it in just a moment here after the call by Matt Beck.
Offside, number 45, defense. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is a first down.
So on the initial, he throws the football, and initially Heron looking back over his right shoulder inside, and he has to turn back around, go over his left shoulder, and make the play. This is great stuff from Heron. You won't really see it too much there, but he was looking inside, had to turn back around to the outside, and makes a great grab, and this is going to go for 6.
Back cut, and that is a touchdown. Lamaje McDowell on the cut back to the left side, and he scores. And Prairie View A&M, after giving up the pick 6, turns right around and answers. The offense marches it right down the field.
Well, that's one way to erase a mistake. You come right down the field and punch it in. This time it's with the running game. Second rushing touchdown of the contest for the Panthers. This time it's McDowell as he scampers into the end zone.
18-yard carry. And this Prairie View A&M offense up near 450 yards, while Northwestern State does not have 200 yards of offense yet. But again, have 28 points. It has been 4 big plays, 2 by the offense, 2 by the defense. That is the 28 points for Northwestern State. Meanwhile, for Prairie View A&M, couple of passing touchdowns, couple of rushing touchdowns. They have gotten it done all over the field. Have the Panthers now take a 9-point advantage. Still 12 minutes left to go in the quarter. And Prairie View. And again, Moody, the numbers that jump out at me are twice as much time of possession, twice as many plays, and over twice as many yards. Now, some of that is you've had 2 pick sixes, which is that's another defensive possession, not a possession for your offense. But still, that is a sizable advantage for Prairie View A&M.
Yeah, 74 plays for the Panthers, just 38 for Northwestern State, and that's a recipe for winning football games. 430 yards to just 177 for NSU. Without a doubt, Prairie View has done the right things to get this win. Now they have to finish it off in the last 12 minutes.
Coming out from the 7-yard line, Miles Kit Denton goes down at the 20. And Northwestern State will take over from there with an offense that has just struggled to find consistency. They've had a couple of big plays, 71-yard pass on the first play from scrimmage, a 45-yard touchdown run by Kenneth Lacey, a couple of explosives. But as you mentioned, 126 yards on, or 116 yards on those 2 plays. Other than that, you're looking at basically 60 yards of offense. Now Fayard will look to throw. Flip it across the middle. Nice hands catch by Twan Hines. Give him out to the 24-yard line. Just a gain of 4. But any completions are confidence builders.
Yes, without question. First catch of the game for Hines. First completion for Fayard since that first quarter. And he just needs to, it's kind of like a pitcher when you've been throwing a bunch of balls. You need to see that strike over the zone, and sometimes that can settle you back down.
Center doesn't snap the ball in a timely fashion. That's Caleb Billiot, the transfer from Louisiana Tech. Everyone else moved. The ball did not, and that's usually not a good thing.
Ball start, number 17, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
I always feel bad when 3 or 4 different people move at the same time with whoever gets actually called for it. Chance Newman that time, the tight end.
Well, that's the 8th penalty of the contest now against Northwestern State for 44 yards, just 3. Oh, excuse me, I'm looking at, that's the 8th. 8 for 51 yards, 7 for Prairie View A&M.
Going to swing it out of the backfield, and nothing doing for Kenneth Lacey. He gets taken back in a hurry. The helmet comes off. Here comes a flag. That's middle linebacker Javen Jackson, who made the play and then looked like in the ensuing action maybe took Kenneth Lacey's helmet off.
It's the second time that he's had his helmet ripped off at the end of a run. Earlier, it was Kevin Davis who ripped it off.
Well, if this penalty is indeed against Jackson, it is a terrible penalty for Prairie View A&M. Turns what would have been third down and about 17 or 18.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 45, Prairie View A&M. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 2, Northwestern State. For both plays, that is their first unsportsmanlike foul. The foul's canceled. Third down.
So that is a big break for Prairie View A&M. Jackson getting called for it, but also Kenneth Lacey being called for it. And because of that, they'll just take the play where it ended. It was a big loss back to the 12-yard line. And now you're looking at 3rd and 18.
Yeah, you could see Lacey was a little bit upset about having his helmet ripped off for the second time in the contest. And he grabbed his leg as he was going over him. And that ultimately led to the penalty on both sides. Really a mistake there by Lacey.
Ended up being a loss of 7. They'll go back to the pass out of the backfield, and again, nothing doing and another loss. So the Demons are throwing it more here in the fourth quarter, but they're going backwards while doing it. Again, it was Lacey. Again, it was a loss of yardage.
And things are really getting chippy out there. Yep, there comes a flag. They were running Stokes right here, number 90, running all the way across the field, just chirping at Lacey. Lacey was giving it right back to him. So we're going to see what this flag or who this flag is on.
And again, if this is Prairie View, I mean, that is, you cannot have that if you're the Panthers. You're up by 9. You just got a massive stop.
Over unsportsmanlike conduct, number 90, Prairie View A&M, his first. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 2, Northwestern
He's ejected.
State, that is his second unsportsmanlike foul. He is ejected from the ball game.
So Kenneth Lacey picks up his second unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and he is disqualified. And again, offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on back-to-back plays.
This is tough if you're Kenneth Lacey, right? You just got your helmet ripped off the play before, and there's no reason for Stokes to be following Lacey across the field. Look at this. What are you supposed to do right now if you're Kenneth Lacey? Let him punk you? No, you're going to give it back a little bit, and Stokes following him all the way across the field. Look, I have a problem with the fact that Lacey got hit with that second one. There's no reason for Stokes to be running back across the field in Lacey's face. That's tough, man. It's going to bring up 4th and 21, though, for Northwestern State. So the Demons are going to have to punt it away with just over 10 minutes remaining in this contest.
And Blaine McCorkle has a bevy of officials around him trying to get an explanation for that. And there is definitely some woofing going on.
Mm-hmm.
That is his first unsportsmanlike foul of the game. He may remain in the game.
So they're actually not going to call, they still the same penalties, except instead of an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, it was an unnecessary roughness penalty, which means it's not a foul that would eject him. It doesn't count toward his 2. So he stays in the game, but he still gets hit with the 15-yard penalty.
They did him a favor right there. It's bad. It's a bad call on Lacey. I don't know what else he's supposed to do. He's trying to run back to his sideline. He's got somebody yapping in his face. I mean, yeah, you're going to give it back just a little bit. That's I do like that the officials kept him in the contest, though. I don't think anything he's done on these last 2 plays warranted him being ejected from this contest. So Cooper back to return.
So Northwestern State threw for 89 yards in the first quarter. Is this one another beautiful punt? That hits. That's going to be picked up. You can't return a muff. That will come back. It shouldn't be a touchdown. They're going to signal a touchdown, but as far as I know, you're not allowed to return a muff punt. However, right now they're signaling touchdown, and that is Ty Hall. As the Demons have 3 return touchdowns, 2 on interceptions and 1 on a muffed punt.
Special teams, that'll be their 2nd touchdown of the season if this stands. They had the blocked field goal that they took back to the house against Tulsa. And at the moment, this looks like it's going to stand.
It looks like it's standing, yeah.
I mean,
I didn't think you could. Now, it may have been because he never got enough control. It just hit him. But I didn't think you could return a muffed punt.
I thought you couldn't return a muffed kick.
The ruling on the field is a completed catch for a touchdown. Previous play. Under further review.
Well, that is definitely not the not what we just saw. It was not a completed catch for a touchdown. It hit the question is, did it hit the return man?
I sure thought it went right through his hands and got a piece of his hand.
That's Scooter Adams, by the way.
No,
oh, excuse me, that's Cooper.
Yeah,
excuse me,
Cooper.
not 6. It was 9. So watch number 9 in white there. Does it touch his hand, any part of his body? Great camera work, guys. And, whew,
that's so close.
That is incredibly close. Then, by the way, the crowd is seeing the same thing you are. You could hear them in the background. I don't know how you overturn the call on the field there. That's the thing.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I expect this to stand. I just don't know that you have any evidence that can say he did not touch that football.
Yeah, by the way, that last look that we just had, I don't think he touched it. I think that last look that we saw, I don't believe he touched it. Watch and see if it doesn't go kind of inside of his hands, right there. See how it's missing his hands?
Well, I thought maybe it caught him on his arm here.
I mean, I just don't know. I don't think you can overturn this. If the call on the field was that he didn't touch it, then I think it would have stood as well.
One thing I can confirm, that is not a completed pass for a touchdown.
It's not a completed pass for a touchdown. All right, here we go.
After further review, the punt was touched and recovered. However, by rule, it is down at the spot of recovery at the 38-yard line.
One day somebody's going to listen to me, Tyler Moody.
Yeah, hey, you were right. You were absolutely correct.
You cannot return or advance a muffed punt.
Which I think is, whatever.
I'm not a fan of that rule, but that is the rule.
Sure.
So Northwestern State will get it at the 38-yard line regardless.
Another big mistake here by Prairie View A&M. I mean, if you erase a couple of these turnovers, they're winning this football game handily right now. They have allowed Northwestern State to stay in it. Now, on the other side of this, NSU has to do something with this really good field position. At the very least, you have to get 3 points out of this possession.
Northwestern State down by 9. We play inside of 10 minutes in what has been one of the more bizarre games that we've ever seen. Demons have 28 points and do not have 200 yards of offense. 2 pick sixes. And then this muffed punt. We'll see if JT Fayard can take advantage. Gonna go play action. Has the tight end in the middle. High catch. Did he pull it down? He did. Joseph Moreland down to the 15-yard line.
This is a great catch by Joseph Moreland, going up and high pointing this football and bringing it down. And that is what Northwestern.
Back it back up to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, costly penalty right there for the Demons. Would have had them down inside the 5, but he probably never gets there without the hold.
NSU's got to move quickly. Just 3 seconds on the play clock. They get it off with 1. Fayard going to swing it out. That batted down by the big defensive lineman. That was C.J. Presley, a guy that Bubba McDowell had lauded for his fantastic leadership. Presley, look, just waiting.
It's a great read. Really good play there by Presley.
And by the way, Davis was going to have to contend immediately with Jeremiah Harris on the outside.
3rd and 16, down by 9. I might be conservative right here. Run it, set up the field goal, take the 3. We'll see what the Demons elect to do.
Honstein has not hit a field goal this year. He's 0 for 1. Fayard's going to go to the deep middle. It goes right through the hands of Amaz Eugene.
Well, that's one that Eugene's clearly going to want back. Good throw by Fayard. Certainly would have picked up the first down. Might have been a touchdown for the Demons. Just right through the hands, off the fingertips. And NSU will now settle for that field goal.
So it will be a 38-yard attempt for Reed Honstein. Just inside the left hash. Snap and hold are good. Kick. It's got the distance, and it is good. So Reed Honstein pays off the muffed punt with his first field goal. And Northwestern State cuts the lead back to 6. Game that's had a little bit of everything. Muffed punts, 2 pick sixes. We've had now 4 field goals and an amazing catch on the sideline. Just another night in Natchitoches.
New Glade Plugins Plus. Now with Scent Notice technology. Expertly designed to reduce nose blindness with more waves of fragrance that last up to 80 days. S.C. Johnson.
This fall, it's all about denim. So chic. So sleek. It's genius.
This turbo hybrid makes your whole team feel at home.
Risk it, anyone?
Even when you're away. The new Kia Carnival Turbo Hybrid with 33 mpg. Kia, movement that inspires.
Hey, with Priceline VIP Family, you can unlock deals 5 times faster. You don't even have to be an actual family.
Oh, I'd be the dad.
I'm the dad.
Hey, physically, it's clear that I'm the dad.
Okay, so which dad is paying?
You're the dad.
Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Our to-do lists can feel never-ending, but I don't have to stress about meal planning or eating healthy anymore. How? Hungry Root.
Hungry Root delivers healthy groceries with easy 4-ingredient recipes, so you can have a healthy home-cooked meal in minutes. With Hungry Root, you save hours planning, shopping, and cooking. That's why 96% of customers feel less stressed after joining. Hungry Root, healthy groceries and simple recipes. Plus, get free veggies for life.
Nice dress.
You too.
Best part?
It has pockets.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Well, that and the cash back.
What?
With Rakuten. It's a shopping app. I saved a ton on our dress.
Oh, there we go. Look at some of our crew that produce our fantastic broadcast. Is that a camera operator or is that Bigfoot? Well, it is Bigfoot. What is it? The Bigfoot, what do they call it?
Bigfoot convention, maybe?
Convention, yeah. Some kind of Bigfoot convention going on. And kudos to our audio engineer, Alan Stanfield, for calling it the first annual Bigfoot convention, which is not a thing that exists.
The only thing that's been weirder than this game is having a Bigfoot convention here in Natchitoches this week. I mean, this game has been a weird one. It's had a little bit of everything. As soon as it feels like Prairie View A&M is going to pull away, they make a mistake and allow Northwestern State to get back in it. Early on, it looked like NSU's offense was going to be clicking. That has not been the case. And in fact, pass completion for NSU has kind of been like Bigfoot. Does it exist or not? Sorry.
Okay. Well done. No, that's a good one. Look, I'll give you a fist bump on that one, sir. That's well done. That sounded like it should come from me, certainly. And that's the highest compliment I could pay you, Tyler.
I certainly
Moody.
appreciate that. We got a great game on hand here, 37-31, just under 8 to play.
Prairie View looking for some first downs and to chew up some clock here. And they start off with a nice run over the left side. That's a good way to begin with Connor Wisham. 3 different backs have gone for over 40 yards for Prairie View A&M. Scooter Adams at 42. Wisham with that run will go over 50, and Lamaje McDowell goes over 50 as well. Wisham and McDowell both have a touchdown.
We talked about it not too long ago that the Demons were holding them under 3 yards per carry. It's now up to 3.7, so that the amount of plays that's happened in this game for this Northwestern State defense is wearing them down, and now this offensive line for Prairie View A&M starting to make their move here late in the contest.
Well, you think about it, Moody, if you're leaned on by a 300-and-something pound guy, and here's their offensive line weights from left to right, 330, 340, 325, 325, 350. And look, when you're Caden Bowers, who you saw right there, 6'4", 340, look, let the belly fly, son. Let the belly fly. You deserved it.
And you know, up front for Northwestern State, Owen, 6'3", 260, Jordan, 6'1", 245. Johnny Mitchell's really the only one
that's,
you know, beefy like that. He's 355 right there in the middle for Northwestern State. But without question, this Northwestern State defensive front is starting to feel the pressure from those big boys.
Going to go with a little quarterback run, and that's going to be met and dropped in the backfield. They brought in a little wildcat that time, and nothing doing. Chancellor Owens, the redshirt freshman that they're very high on, in to make the stop for loss. And this is that kind of scenario, Moody, where if you're Prairie View A&M, you have to be careful not to get too much into the shell.
Yeah, right. You got to stay true to what you've been doing, right? Continue to be yourself. You've not put this football game away yet. But on the other side of that, Patrick, you've also thrown 2 pick sixes. So I think in some ways you do have to be careful here, because you cannot turn the football over. That is the one thing that you can't have right now. If you are Prairie View A&M, you got to make Northwestern State earn it with their offense.
They are going to throw here. Peter's going to step up and take off with it. He's going to slide down. They'll give him the 38-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. This Panther squad 9 for 17 on 3rd down conversions.
Well, the most crucial 3rd down of the game coming up right here. 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers. Let's see if they put it in the air with Peters. We have not seen anything from Shamar Savage in this second half. I mean, he was a big factor, really, in that second quarter, especially a little bit in the third, but he's been kind of out of the game plan here at the back end.
Handoff up the middle, big hole, big run for a 1st down. Connor Wisham right up the gut on 3rd and 8, and he picks up 10. That is a massive play.
That's a massive play, and the offensive line for the Panthers absolutely deserves the credit for this one. Wisham, a big hole to run right through. And there it is. You can see the Red Sea parting. Wisham knows what to do with it. 1st down for the Panthers.
I mean, you're looking at 80 plays now for Prairie View A&M. The Demons have run just 45. Time of possession is over 15 minutes unbalanced in favor of Prairie View. Going to run the stretch to the right side. And Blake Gocher holds on for dear life to get the stop as the clock will move under 4 minutes left to go. Both teams have all their timeouts.
That was tackle number 22 for Blake Gocher. He's got 7 solo tackles, 15 assists in this game, 22 tackles for Gocher. It has been, I mean, that's one of the best linebacker games that I can remember in recent history for Northwestern State as far as tackles are concerned.
See if we can find out the last time NSU had someone with that many tackles. 15-plus tackles in a game was Jaquay Pugh. Back in 2021, he had 16.
What's the all-time record?
Well, then we're going to get a late flag. Game has gotten chippy. No doubt about that. And already Prairie View A&M backing up.
You've had a couple moments that certainly incited this. We'll talk about it after Matt Beck gives us the result of this flag.
As I recall, the school record is 30 or more.
Okay.
I want to say it may have been Gordon Bogart's. You see Wisham going right up the middle. Now let's see where the extracurriculars were. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Sportsmanlike conduct, number 77, offense, 15-yard penalty. Replayed it out.
Yeah, that was left tackle Stephen Thomas, who basically just threw a palm punch right into the chest of one of the Demon defensive linemen.
Yeah, I do a lot of MMA broadcasts. We like to call that ground and pound. And without question, that's what it was, rolling over the top of the defender.
Yeah,
You'll see it
33.
right here. Just going to go ahead, get top position, and then drop the G&P on them. And that's going to get you 15 in football.
So Stephen Thomas backs Prairie View A&M way up. 3rd down and forever. Going to throw the deep sideline. It is incomplete. Was looking for Savage. That will stop the clock with 3:17 left. And that will give Northwestern State a chance.
Well, it's the only moment of this game that you would say Shamar Savage has not done his job. Had a chance to make a play on this one and just went right off his fingers. And that's going to lead to a punt here. One more look at it. Peters, this is a really good throw. One of the better throws of the game for Peters. And just right through the hands of Shamar Savage. I mean, on 4th and 22 to make that throw and have a chance. Unfortunate drop.
So the punt away, it is a short one. And will go out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. By the way, the tackle record is 33 by Gordon Bogarts. How about your boy? Remembering Gordon Bogarts was the single game tackle leader with over 30.
That is impressive stuff. I mean, it feels like Gocher has been in on every single play in this game. I don't know how you get to 33 tackles in a contest, but all right, here's the situation now. The 6-point game, 3 minutes remaining. This is what it's all about. This is getting me fired up. I mean, I love it. This is why we love sports, right? This is what it's about. It's these moments where you take your team down the field to win a game, or on the other side, your defense steps up and puts the contest away. Everything on the line right now. This NSU offense has to find itself.
Now, Demons can run the ball if they choose to, and they do. Kenneth Lacey will pick up 4. Now, you can't necessarily be incredibly slow here. Demons are not a tempo offense by any stretch of the imagination. We've seen them huddle a bit here today. They will not huddle.
Well, the Demons have all 3 timeouts. Obviously, the clock stops whenever you get a first down. You have the 2-minute timeout. So there's a lot of breaks in here for NSU.
They'll go back to the counter with Lacey. He'll try to turn the corner and chain gain. Taken out.
I do like what the Demons are doing right here. They realize they have to get a first down. They need to get things going. Plenty of time to work with. They're working with the run, and they're executing on these plays. 3rd and 2 coming up.
And this is obviously 4-down territory. Going to throw the quick out. That's right on time to Twan Hines, who then got hit out of bounds. That was dangerously close to 15 more.
It has been chippy in this game, but honestly, everything, the initial chippiness has come from Prairie View A&M. You had the hit on Fayard early in the game that kind of incited things, and then twice Kenneth Lacey had his helmet pulled off. You had the situation with the offensive lineman just a moment ago. You know, there's been some chippiness, but a lot of it has come from the Prairie View A&M side.
Well, we are at the 2-minute timeout. This is everything you want right here. Northwestern State 1st and 10, down 6, trying to win the home opener under new head coach Blaine McCorkle.
Shopify helps you sell at every stage of your business. So you can sell it online, take it in person, and go big, like 1 million orders big. Whatever the stage, businesses that grow with Shopify.
In my book, saving while shopping is a no-brainer. So I use Rakuten to get cash back while I'm book clubbing. Cha-ching.
With Rakuten, I get cash back at over 3,500 stores. So how does that work?
Well, stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers. Then, Rakuten shares that money with us in a check or PayPal payment. It's free and easy.
I think you're missing the plot.
And I think you're missing the cash back. Cha-ching.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Summit, who loves fresh air. Like, loves fresh air. But fresh air is full of stuff. Fleas, ticks, allergens. So her parents use Chewy for all her prescriptions. Fast delivery means they never miss a dose. And great prices mean more funds for more fun. For quality meds and great prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
When it comes to tickets, pick TickPick. You're picking the best prices guaranteed, with no hidden fees ever. 360-degree seat views, and price tracking with real-time updates. So pick TickPick for your favorite band, your favorite team, or a new family memory. Pick from thousands of live events. Don't let overpriced tickets and fees get between you and a great night. No hidden fees, more savings. Download the TickPick app.
Here's a pistachio, peppercorn flavor. Here's a cashew, Parmesan flavor. Living together in flavor harmony. Do all the nuts, and do all the flavor.
Northwestern State head coach Blaine McCorkle in year one came to the Demons after turning around Belhaven. 6 years at Belhaven, 24-7 over the last 3 years, including a conference championship in his final season there. Fayard going to throw to the middle. That one is intercepted. It is picked off right over the middle into traffic, and it is intercepted. Aiden Jones in the right spot.
Well, this is a great call defensively by Prairie View A&M. They brought the pressure, brought the house. It got to Fayard, forced him to get rid of it, and it leads to a very costly interception, one that could be the end of the game here for NSU.
It was kind of in between three different receivers. And now the question is, did Jones hang on to it? They'll obviously review it to make sure.
There's another flag down on the field. No telling what this could be for. Possibly something
probably
extracurricular.
I'm guessing it's a celebration.
More than likely.
After the fact. The Saints, New Orleans Saints, kind of started the whole get a turnover and everyone run to the end zone thing, and that Prairie View kind of did that. Be interested to see if they obviously going to look at it. All turnovers are reviewed.
Certainly looked like a catch to me.
Sure, it did indeed. Then you have the flag to figure out. Now, assuming this play stands, and it is an interception for Prairie View, and there's likely a flag against the Panthers that will back them up 15 yards. Northwestern State has all three of its timeouts. Watch 46 in white. Just in perfect position. Yeah, that looks like a firm catch there.
And that was Dante Hunter with the pressure up the middle, right in the face of Fayard. Hit him as he was releasing the football. And that was certainly a factor in that play.
So assuming the interception is upheld, which we believe it will be, then it's likely a penalty against Prairie View for excessive celebration, which will back them up 15 yards back inside their own territory. And then Northwestern State has 3 timeouts.
But that won't make it first and 25. It'll
Correct.
still be first down and 10.
Correct.
So, for Prairie View A&M, it's not the most costly
it
penalty.
will just be field position at that point.
It's really not that big of a deal. Sure, you don't want a flag right there, but it's not that big of a deal as long as your offense goes and picks up this first down.
Northwestern State will be using its timeouts. You saw Blaine McCorkle there signaling rip at the ball, try to get the ball out. Demons have forced a couple of turnovers, but they've been on interceptions and one muffed punt.
Well, the one thing you have to do right now if you're Northwestern State, it's sure tackling. You cannot have any broken tackles, extra yards, none of that right now. You've got to stop the ball carrier immediately. You cannot allow a first down. First down pretty much puts this one away.
Matt Beck.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct assessed to the team bench for Prairie View A&M. that 15-yard penalty will be enforced. First down, Prairie View A&M.
So the interception did stand. We expected it to. Looked like it was a good pick. There you see Bubba McDowell, the third-year head coach for Prairie View A&M, 11-5 record in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. He has come in and done terrific things in Prairie View, Texas, just northwest of Houston.
Man, his defense is dialed up the right blitzes at the right times. Fayard hasn't been sacked, I think just once in the game. But there's been multiple times where he's been pressured, twice he's been sacked. But the multiple pressures where he's had to get rid of the ball early have certainly led to that interception and a couple of incompletions.
So Chancellor Owens and Era Rawls will combine on that stop. No gain, and immediately Northwestern State calls the timeout. Got a post-game interview coming up. We'll get to see the debut of is he Bigfoot? Jason Pugh. Sometimes when he lets the hair get a little long, it can get a little Bigfoot. He's like if Bigfoot, like the older Bigfoot.
He's like if
the hair's gray.
Yeah, he's like if Bigfoot had little feet.
He's like a tiny Bigfoot.
Yes.
A mini Bigfoot, a mini foot, if you will.
By the way, I love Jason Pugh so much. He's
best.
Been so good to me since I was in high school. I mean, Jason Pugh, just such a good guy. I got a ton of love for him. Nothing but great things
you're not
to say
coming
about
back
him.
regardless, so you don't have to say nice things about
That's
it.
the thing. I may not be back, so I wanted to make sure I got that out. You know what I mean?
2nd and 10 for the Panthers. A first down should all but wrap it up. Trying to find a crease over the left side. A few. Gave him 4 before being wrapped up, and Blaine McCorkle calls his second timeout. Northwestern State will hit the road after this. Another Thursday game, so a short week this week as they travel to South Alabama down in Mobile to take on South Al. Then back here, our next broadcast a week from today at 6 o'clock 2 weeks from today. The next home game on September the 21st, that is Weber State coming in from the west. By the way, on this schedule for Northwestern State, a bevy of first-time or second-time opponents. Demons have never played Tulsa. They've never played Prairie View A&M. Never played South Alabama. They played Weber State and Southeast Missouri State once.
Was this schedule already put together before McCorkle arrived?
I believe so.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Third down
the SEMO
and 6.
game is a home and home.
Oh, yeah. 3rd down and 6 here. Northwestern State has a chance to get the football back with plenty of time to go score if they can make a stop right here.
How daring is the offense for Prairie View A&M? Do they dare put it in the air? The Demons will be selling out to stop the run. They are going to run it. Cut back. And stopped just shy of the first down. And then some more pushing and shoving down the field, but no flags there. It will be 4th and a yard from the 43-yard line.
Now a decision for Coach McDowell. Do you go for it here on 4th and 1? If you pick it up, game is over. You can kneel it out from there. And this certainly is a decision.
If you go for it and get it, as Moody mentioned, kneel on it and you're done. If you punt, you give NSU a longer field, a minute and a half to work with, and no timeouts for the Demons. If you go for it and don't get it, then you give NSU a short field with a minute and a half left and no timeouts.
I think you probably punted away just because of what you've seen from this Northwestern State offense. Outside of 2 plays, really, they have not shown the ability to drive down the field.
Yeah, I mean, Fayard is 9 of 23 for 115 yards.
Yeah, while I normally would like going for it right here, and just trying to put the game away, because I expect 4th and 1 with an offensive line that big, you should be able to create the push and pick up the first down, especially when the defense has been on the field for 90 plays in the contest.
Yeah, 85 right now.
Most of the time I would go for it right here.
They're going for it.
It looks like they're going for it. I like it. I like it. I understand punting the football away as well, but anytime you have a chance to win the game, go for it.
I think if this is a conference game, the thought process might be different.
Sure.
But this is a non-conference game, road game. Have at it.
Here we go.
4th and 2 in the ball game. Cameron Peters under center, moves his 2 tight ends over to the right side.
Northwestern State has jumped off sides a couple of times in this game.
Looks like they may be trying to get them to jump off sides.
Yeah.
Prairie View has 3 timeouts.
Probably a hard count here.
Demons hold their water. And Prairie View will take the timeout with a second left. So tried the hard count. That time Cam George didn't jump off sides. He's done that a couple of times tonight.
If you're going to punt it away right here, that's
Right.
the right call.
Correct.
Come out there. You've got timeouts. You might as well, see if NSU will jump off sides. You've already gotten them to jump off sides twice in this game. So I like the idea there from McDowell. And to be honest with you, everything that we've seen from Prairie View A&M in this game has been executed well. It's been well thought out. I've liked the play design. They've stayed committed to the run game, even though it hasn't been super efficient. We've seen Peters make some nice throws. Some of the routes that they've had Savage running are really good. This has just been a well-coached, well-played game for Prairie View A&M outside of a couple mistakes.
Yeah, the Panthers have run 36 more plays than the Demons. They've accounted for well over twice as many yards as Northwestern State. The Panthers have run for 188, thrown for 280. Demons have yet to run for 100. They're at 99 yards rushing and just 115 yards through the air. We're going to reset the clock here. I think they're going to put 5 seconds back on the clock. I think he said 135. 131, so we're putting an extra second on the clock.
You never know.
Every second counts until there's zeros on the clock. Just ask Nick Saban, who's lobbying for that extra second, and then the kick 6 happened against Auburn.
Oh, what a moment.
Big shout out to the Roll Tide faithful, our audio engineer Alan Stanfield. Sure, he loves the memory of Auburn taking the kick 6 back. So we wait for the clock to get to 131. Now we're ready. It will be, actually Miles Kit Denton is back deep to receive. Amaz Eugene has handled the last couple of punts. Demons come hard at it. This one low and spiraling. Takes a great roll for Prairie View A&M, and just do not touch it. Wow. This one will go all the way down to the 1 yard line.
Unreal.
An absolutely magnificent 52-yard punt by Efren Jasso. And if Northwestern State is going to win the game, it'll take 99 yards in a minute 19.
If Efren Jasso has ever had a better punt in his life, I would like to see it, because that the time, the situation, we're putting it down on the 1. I mean, it's just absolutely perfect. The roll, they pick it up on the 1. Now Northwestern State has to go 99 yards in a minute 19. This is an offense that has completed just a couple passes in the second half. JT Fayard, interception on the last possession. This is, you're back against the wall if you're Northwestern State.
So Fayard will drop. 4-man rush. He's going to air it down up the sideline.
Well, that's
some contact. Demon faithful wanted the flag, and there it is. The back judge throws it in. So instead of at the 1, it'll be at the 16.
Yeah, pretty obvious right here. I mean, it's hanging all over him.
Miles Kit Denton.
Yeah, Miles Kit Denton, who had the big touchdown, the 71-yard touchdown to open up the game, had the defender just draped all over him.
Defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Freddie Bird the third.
Yeah, you can see it. I mean, it's so obvious whenever the jersey's getting pulled like that and the officials can see it getting stretched.
Everyone was lining up as if this was the NFL and it was the spot of the foul. I was like, no, it's the 16-yard line. It's a 15-yard penalty. Which, look, in college football, in this scenario, if you're going to get beat, tackle the guy.
Yeah, no doubt about
it. Take
it.
the 15 yards. Don't give up the 99-yard touchdown. So 1st and 10 from the 16 with now a minute 14 left. Another 4-man rush. Fayard again going to air it out. It's a jump ball, and it is incomplete. Good coverage. Was looking for Twan Hines. Again, that was Freddie Bird the third. And Bird is the word on that one.
Bird is the word on that one. There in pass coverage, able to break it up. I don't hate the idea here by Northwestern State. Fayard has the big arm. Just let him throw it up.
Well, and you need to get some chunks.
Some chunks, exactly. You have to get some big chunk plays here. You just had the pass interference on the other side of play before. So I like it if you're Northwestern State, if, just take some shots over the top.
So 2nd and 10 from the 16. 4-man rush. Fayard going to throw to the deep middle this time, looking for Hines, and he got pulled, and here comes another flag. That, again, I believe was Bird.
It looked like number 3 to me.
That's
and
Bird.
Twan Hines had a step right there. Bird had to reach out, and for the 2nd time, he's going to be hit with a PI.
Pass interference, number 25, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
No, that was actually on number 25, so that's Kevin Davis Jr. who got hit with this one.
That's Bird.
Well, he said 25.
Yeah,
he said 25.
He said the wrong guy.
Yeah, he said the wrong guy there. It was clearly Bird once again for the 2nd time.
So a couple of 15-yard penalties. Now 11 penalties for 124 yards, and I think Bubba McDowell just took a timeout. Try to talk to his guys, settle them in a little bit. How many 15-yard penalties does it take to get down the field?
Well, we may find out here, Patrick. We may find out.
Eventually, you're going to get to half the distance to the goal.
Sure. Right now, Northwestern State will take it, though. Those have been their best plays of the 2nd half outside of the Kenneth Lacey touchdown run. It's been these penalties here on this drive. .62 seconds remaining. Everything on the line here for Northwestern State. The Demons have not won a home opener in 5 seasons, Patrick. A chance for them to get it done here if they can find the end zone in the next 62.
Yeah, the last time the Demons had a win was 672 days. That wasn't a home opener. That was just a win in general.
Obviously,
after going 0-6 last year.
Yeah, and their season cut short.
So 1st and 10 from the 1 to the 31, thanks to 2 pass interference penalties. Clock sits at 1:02. Fayard's going to run it this time. Then he's going to slide down. Well, the only problem with that is that you use a lot of time off the clock and you gained 6 yards out of it.
And he had a chance to pick up the first down potentially if he just goes ahead and takes the defender head on right there. And that's the moment where you do it.
So about 25 seconds off the clock there. Fayard to the deep middle, and that one's overthrown. Was looking for Hines on the sideline, Overthrows everyone. Now you're down to 33 seconds left on the clock. Fayard is thrown for just 115 yards in this game. In his first home start, he saw action in the final game of the season last year, went 4 for 4 for 50 yards. And in game 1 was 5 for 14 and is now 9 for 25.
Yeah, and he's 8 for 24. 8 for 24 since that first throw of the game for just 44 yards. So he really has not done much outside of that 71-yard touchdown.
Looking quickly on the out, and it goes right through the hands of his intended receiver. That's one you got to take a little bit off of. If you're throwing the quick out, that was Miles Kit Denton. No, excuse me, that was not Miles Kit Denton. That was Cameron Davis. And now your ball game.
Game on the line, 4th and 4. We need your best medium yardage play right here for Northwestern State just to pick up the first down and keep the game alive.
Demons have moved 36 yards, but only 6 of them on their own. Going to throw to the sideline. Great pitch and catch. Now you got to move and spike it.
One of the best throws of the game from JT Fayard with the game on the line. Frozen rope out there for the first down.
Now the Demons aren't going to spike it here. They're going to go ahead and go. Clock moves under 20 seconds left to go. Big rush. Again, looking for the hole. That one is incomplete. That was a good, clean hit. Well done coming over. Traylon James, the safety.
Second down.
Good, solid hit right into the chest.
Yeah, the redshirt freshman from Baton Rouge making the play here. Another look at it. Would have been a sensational grab, but there comes James with the helmet right on the football, breaking up the pass. Now just 13 seconds remaining for the Demons.
Demons are 49 yards away from a potential win here. But it feels like they'll need Prairie View to do something wrong. The Panthers have done most everything right. Just 2 to snap it. Fayard calls for it. Little half roll to the right. Throwing to the deep middle in traffic. Is it caught? It is not. Incomplete. 6 seconds remaining. Now are they saying potentially was it an interception?
Well, I think they're debating whether or not he caught the ball and had it ripped out after he was down.
Demons want to get up and spike it. This is going to be reviewed. They might as well just stop the clock right here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're going to stop it. This is Kenneth Lacey is screaming at Cameron Davis to get lined up for the spike. But you knew this one was going to be reviewed.
The previous play is under further review.
So it was ruled a catch. All right, let's take a look. I believe it was Miles Kit Denton.
I thought it might have been Ty Moore here. Let's see. No, you're right.
Goes in, cuts in front of the defenders. Comes down, has it. Yeah, that's a completed catch. All right, so the scenario will be run up and spike it because the clock will start on the ready for play. And yeah, that's a good catch. Ball didn't come out until after he was well on the ground.
You're probably right. It's close. I mean, it doesn't feel like a 100% secured catch to me, but it should be ruled a catch. I know that's.
All right, so let's assume that it stands. You have to come in, spike it, then you've got one play to the end zone.
Yeah, that's it.
If it's not a catch, obviously, you back up to nearly midfield and you've got one play to the end zone, maybe one to get out of bounds and then get a little closer and then throw it to the end zone.
I think with a young quarterback like this, you just go ahead and take your shot at the end zone. You know, you cannot just give the game away. Here's one more look.
We'll take a listen. Matt Beck.
The ruling of the field of a completed catch is confirmed.
Confirmed.
Operator, please set the game clock to 8 seconds.
All right, 8 seconds. And by the way, NSU's already lining up. They're just going to go for it. I mean, they're going to go. Doesn't look like they're going to spike it here. And why not? You drew up your play while you had the stoppage.
Those extra 2 seconds might allow you to take a quick shot here, but it's got to be to the sidelines or a first down.
Clock moves. Fayard drops. Throws to the deep sideline. End zone incomplete. 1 second left on the clock. 1 second left. When that ball went out of bounds, there was still 1 second left on the clock.
Yeah, and they've put 1 second back on the clock now. Honestly, a solid throw here by Fayard.
Robinson and Turner.
Yeah, great coverage by Robinson.
Twan Hines was the intended receiver. And now basically you do it again. Can you complete a 31-yarder as time expires to win this game? Well, tie it. Extra point to win. They're actually going to put an extra second back on. Doesn't really matter.
Prairie View A&M with 3 defenders in front of the goal line here.
And here we go. Ball game ends here. Flag is down. Fayard to the end zone. That one is caught but short of the goal line at the 1 yard line. But what is the flag? Hines caught it, not knocked out of bounds at the 1 yard line. But there is a flag back at the line of scrimmage. If this is a defensive penalty, we have one more untimed down. Game cannot end on a defensive penalty. Yeah, they were lined up off sides. Prairie View down at the bottom, Prairie View lined up off sides.
What a throw, what a catch by Hines to hold on to this in between 3 defenders. He takes a huge shot at the end as well.
Wait, watch down at the bottom of your screen right there. The DB right there at the 31-yard line, he's lined up off sides.
The ruling on the field was a completed catch. Personal foul, defense, face mask. By rule, there will be one on-time down half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
This will be inside the 1. Untimed down.
Patrick, I've had my mouth open over here for like a minute and a half. This has been a crazy finish. If Northwestern State finds a way to win this one, it'll be an all-timer for the Demons. God, what a catch by Hines. I mean, that's just incredible concentration to hold on to that football through the contact. Wow.
This is your best 2-point play right here, basically.
100%. And Newman checking into the game. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the football right here, but it will be Fayard under center, it appears.
Kenneth Lacey, the tailback, everyone in tight to tie it. Timeout. Bubba McDowell called the timeout.
Bubba McDowell
cost his team the game.
Cost his team the game right there. That was going to be over. Northwestern State was going to be stuffed in the backfield. The timeout by McDowell gives the Demons a second chance. And that's kind of been the story of the game the entire time for Prairie View A&M. They could have put this game away a long time ago. They've allowed NSU to stay in the contest with small mistakes. And as good as I feel like the coaching staff has done in this game, there is one small mistake that could be a big one for McDowell.
12 penalties.
Yeah, that's really
for Prairie View A&M.
That's been their mistakes. The interceptions by Peters and these penalties have allowed Northwestern State to hang around. And now they're at the doorstep of a sensational comeback.
So penalties, 2 pass interference on this drive that took the Demons from the 1 out to the 31. They got a run from Fayard. They got a good catch on the sideline to Miles Kit Denton. They got a great catch in the middle by Miles Kit Denton. Had a ball that did not get caught down the field. 1 second left, a great catch by Twan Hines, a face masking penalty called. 1 untimed down inside the 1.
The Demons, earlier in the game, they had a 4th and 1. They went tush push. They were able to pick it up. I might just run it again right here, to be honest.
Everyone inside. They are in tush push formation. Fayard looking for it, trying, stretching. Did he get in? No signal. No, he did not. Prairie View A&M has won it. A goal line stand by the Panthers. This will obviously be reviewed.
I'll be shocked if they don't review this.
They have to review it.
Yeah. Fayard thinks he's in. The Demons think he was in. He was certainly stood up initially, but it felt like there might have been some second effort where he reached across. Right here on the right side.
He's backing up. Now, the question is, they have a goal line camera that we do not have on our replay system.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be the real question.
That will be the one. We do not have a goal line camera. So we have 4 cameras, and there are a couple of extra goal line cameras. He gets stood up initially. Watch as he moves and then turns backwards right there. No. It's confirmed. Wrong time for the mic to cut out for Matt Beck, but he did say that the ruling on the field was confirmed. And Prairie View A&M, a goal line stand to win it.
Wow. What a game in Natchitoches. This had it all, Patrick.
It did have a little bit of everything. See Blaine McCorkle and Bubba McDowell shaking hands. We'll have a conversation with Bubba McDowell coming up here in just a couple of minutes. as Prairie View A&M survives Northwestern State with a play untimed inside the 1. Tried to go tush push. And the Prairie View A&M defense stood, forced JT Fayard sideways. And ultimately, the victory for the Prairie View A&M Panthers in this one, 37-31.
And again, we have to highlight Jeremiah Harris on that last play. He was the one that really got in there and kept Fayard from getting into the end zone. He saved the day for the Panthers.
Head coach Bubba McDowell down on the field with our sideline reporter Jason Pugh.
Well, Coach, welcome to Natchitoches. First time meeting between these two teams, and it had everything you wanted. 2 goal line stands there at the end. When you called the timeout and saw the play unfold, were you a little bit worried you had to go back and do it again?
Absolutely. Again, if I had a chance to do it all over again, I wouldn't have.
Well, you talk about winning up front. You guys on the offensive line, put 95 plays on that defense. It seemed to wear them down, but in the end, it's your defensive line and your linebacker there, Jeremiah Harris, coming over the top to kind of save the game for you. Big moment for a guy that's been around this program a long time.
Absolutely. I'm so proud of him and the guys, man, for having that type of goal line stance. Again, we talked about it all year long about, making those plays that we need to make. Again, offense came out, did a great job of getting these guys tired, putting the ball in the end zone. And again, I'm just so proud of these guys right now.
You guys, tough loss in the opener. You come on the road. That shows a lot of veteran maturity and the ability to win on the road. That's something that I guess 2 conference championship games in the last 3 years teaches you how to do.
Absolutely, and they know how to do it, and we just got to keep doing it. Again, we tried to give it away, but again, it's about being disciplined, and we're going to get all that corrected.
Big moments there. Shamar Savage, big in the first half, but then it was a team effort in the second. They kind of took him away, but it allowed the running game to get going. Cameron Peters made had some good moments for you. Again, just an all-around effort that more than the sum of the parts.
Absolutely. Again, I'm just so proud of these guys, and we talked about it's going to be a team effort to win this game going forward. Again, coming out second half, I told them, hey, it's going to be one of them games where we're going to have to come down to the last minute. We're going to have to play as a team, as a unit, if we want to win this game. And they did just that, offensively and defensively.
That came down to the last second.
Yeah, last second, man. But I'm so proud of them. Again, that's what, as you said, the veteran team does. They win when they're supposed to and do the things that we ask them to do.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck to you the rest of the way.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jason. Appreciate it. It came down to a untimed play inside the 1, and the Prairie View A&M defense stood tall. The Panthers improved to 1-1 on the year. The Demons dropped to 0-2. Big thanks to our man, Tyler Moody, for being a part of the broadcast. Maybe we'll ask you back again sometime, Moody. I don't know. Perhaps. But definitely great having everyone here. James Stanfield, our producer, and all the folks, Travis Mitchell and everyone back in the truck. It was an absolute privilege to bring you this one. As Prairie View A&M running 85 plays for nearly 500 yards, but it was ultimately a half yard that was the story in this game as Prairie View's defense stood strong to repel the Demons inside the 1. For Tyler Moody, I'm Patrick Netherton saying so long from Turpin Stadium in Natchitoches. Your final score, Prairie View A&M 37, Northwestern State 31. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Good night from the City of Lights.